Oh, hello. Hi. How are you?
Hello.
What's going on?
Did you put us live?
Are we on the internet?
Bitch,
She said
I
she was pushing the
I
button.
was pushing the button.
I'm nobody's bitch.
You're my
I'm
bitch.
not your bitch. Oh, only twice a week. Okay. So listen, we're gonna play some D&D tonight. Hopefully, everyone behaves themselves.
I mean, yeah, of course.
And pod.
Promise.
So, if you remember last time, oh, we forgot Ryan. Canadian Dice is our
Wow.
official sponsor,
Hello.
and he's right here with us. Although he's seen better days.
Yeah. If you don't want to buy dice and you just want to send me Robaxison, that's fine also.
All I can think about is those commercials. I don't even know if Robaxison does the commercials anymore, but like the little wooden dolls, and then
That's like their yeah, it's
How
all in
I
the box.
feel like on the daily.
yeah. Well, there you go. So Canadian Dice sponsors the stream. Go check out CanadianDice.ca. There's a whole bunch of dice and other stuff there that you can buy. And if you would like to use the code OMRD for Old Men Rolling Dice, you can have a 10% discount. I think it is.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that. It's almost like I know what's going on here. So do that. Do that. Is it cold where you are? It's cold where most of us are. Am I right?
Well, it's
Fucking
not as bad as it
chilly.
was 2 days ago, but
Yeah, we had a bit of a storm the other day, which
Yeah.
apparently didn't hit Jeremy.
No.
really,
Well, I
you
sent
missed
you
it.
pictures. Well, Ryan and I were supposed to go out somewhere, and he's like, dude, with the weather, I'm not going to make it. And I go, well, weather? I like take a picture outside, and there's literally sun shining and reflecting off the snow. It was a beautiful day. And then he took a picture where he was, and we're not like neighbors, but we're like just down the road. Our cities are just down the road from each other. And yeah, he was in like a blizzard.
How's
Yeah,
that
that was. I had like a foot and a half of snow at the shovel. Just insane.
But you weren't home. You were out eating fast food.
I got priorities, all right.
It's like my back. I can't. Oh, okay. Let's go get fast food.
I was
Okay,
being the
look,
hunter. I was being the
food
hunter
is where
gatherer
it's at.
for the family, and I had to go to Popeyes.
Fair
That's
enough.
that's for medicinal purposes. Clearly, it's Popeye's chicken.
Maybe the Popeyes messed my
It
back.
can raise the
For the
dead.
bits,
Come on.
Sophia. And
You
the
get enough-
sub.
You get enough. Thank you. I don't have shit. I guess I should actually have my
It's
chat.
okay. That's why you have me.
Hype
Okay,
train.
then I'm not doing it. We have a hype train.
Yeah.
We don't have a hype train.
We are close to a hype train.
I don't know what that is, Cedar, but I'll accept it. I'll accept whatever that emoji is for dice.
Okay, so listen. Dungeons and Dragons. Last time, you guys fought your way into the Carrion King's temple, which is known as the House of the Beast.
And then realize we made a terrible mistake.
We made terrible mistakes.
I don't know if you made a terrible mistake, but you fought down in there, and then you met a goblin who like wanted you to come with him. And you were like, no, and you ran away. And then more gnolls came, and you ran away more. And then you ran all the way back to Kelmarane,
Bravely ran away.
where a really bright light flashed and a loud ding, and everyone went up a level. It was almost like it was planned. And so now everyone is 5th level. We actually have a 5th level party. To quote Affy, now the gloves come off, right? Now I can make it tough.
Yeah, because it hasn't been tough from the beginning or anything.
Yeah, it's not like
Yeah,
we
we almost TPK'd
died
us in session 1.
Was it session 1?
twice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, session 2. I'm sorry, session 2.
As long as we're clear on
You
all
almost
that.
You almost killed Affy in session 1, but session 2 is when you almost killed all of us.
You know, Jasmine might accept some of the devil's lettuce. That might be a
You
good trick.
I would
say that
also.
like it's a bad thing. The devil's what?
What?
The devil's lettuce.
The
What
devil's
the hell is
lettuce.
that? What the hell is that?
worry.
Marijuana.
Is that weed?
Oh,
Yes. That's what they call it down here.
Oh, okay.
The devil's lettuce?
Yeah, it's a slang for it down here.
You've never
You're
heard
fucked.
of that?
No. Never.
It must have got lost in translation when it crossed.
I'm
the border.
old. I'm old. I'm not hip. I'm not into all
Satan
this.
salad.
Jeremy still calls it a reefer. So
You're tossing Satan salad. What?
Oh!
Is that what you said?
Oh my god! Oh.
Oh my god!
What happens between me and Satan is between me and Satan.
Apparently. Actually, no. He puts that shit all over the internet.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Somewhere we were gonna play D&D, I think. So let's here. So we're back in Kelmarane. You guys arrived that night. I'm just gonna sort of tell a little story here. Sit right back and you hear a tale. You arrived back in Kelmarane that night. You know, people waved and welcomed, and hey, those people we like are back home. You got home. When you walked in, the place was immaculate. Like, there was not a speck of dust anywhere, and your little gnomish Mary Poppins had been hard at work, and you almost like it's like if you never have a tidy house and you come home to a very tidy house, there's a special feeling that hits you when you walk through the door, and you guys like felt a little like, this is home. And everybody goes and has a rest. Some of you were injured, some of you not so injured, but you know, often at Neverland you go, and as every good session should, Bingo and Gelhank, give me a charisma saving throw.
I'm gonna roll that again because I'm a halfling.
Oh.
Just so you know, Bingo's saving throw was a 0. It was a fucking 0.
It is now a 4.
Okay.
Oh, you're good then.
I can hear you swearing from up here, Jasmine, but you didn't push your button, so I didn't.
I'm so full of charisma. It's amazing.
Yes, she crushed her charisma saving throw tonight. You though, Bingo.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You did not make your save. You did not.
No, I didn't.
Charisma saving throw, and as a result, you get sexy dreams.
Oh, sweet. Do I break the bed? Just fixed?
Oh, awful.
Or am I doing the pile of furs on the floor now? Is the whole bed situation?
Yes, actually, your bed is gone, and there's like these massive pillows, massive, like what you might see in the, there's even like maybe some silk draperies on the windows now too.
You're doing your furs on the floor?
Basically, you. Sebnet set your room up to look basically like a little harem's room.
Oh, yeah. Did she bring in the Gelhank scented candles I requested?
No, because you haven't gotten enough sweat for that yet.
That's true.
We don't have a goop supplier here.
Oh, God, yes.
How are you collecting the sweat?
Don't worry about it.
Why do you think he stands under her all the time?
Oh my god!
Big
So listen,
that was weird.
So Ryan, when Bingo wakes up, like he was dreaming of being sort of his entire body being bitten and caressed by half orc tusks. But when you wake up, when you wake up, there's a number of marks on your body. They look like bite marks up and down your abdomen.
Hello. I'm not even going to question it. Okay, thank you.
Not only are you not going to question it, you're going to thank me?
Thank.
That's exactly what I wanted, dude. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Thank you.
So what's the plan now? Everyone's awake in
So we
Kelmarane.
got some scorpions.
Yeah,
right?
I gotta
Do we
take
need
those
to
over
give
to.
those goose?
Do these happen to look like scorpion bites on me?
Mhm.
Yeah. Bug bites or humanoid bites?
They look like you can see like teeth imprints. But I don't want you to think like puncture wounds. Like I don't want you to think like
sexy bites.
I'm worried that you're gonna think these are like vampire bites. They're not like vampire bites. They're actual like bruised where you've been bit.
Like love nibbles.
There's maybe a little bit of blood, but like where the skin's broken, but it's not, it's uncomfortable a little bit.
I'm just gonna roll a d20 and see how I feel about this.
Okay. Yeah, let the dice decide how you
I'm good
feel
with
about it.
I'm good with it.
So be it.
Yep.
Okay.
I might look for some kind of ointment. I wonder if a niece
look-
has some of that her ointment left over.
There's a
So when
lot
you
of
come
things in my
downstairs, Sebnet is already there and is making, has a table set serving a meal.
I
Most
thank her
important-
very much. And
most important meal of the day.
Any help? Yeah,
Yeah,
I
she
thank her.
she puts you to work. That's fine if you're
Yeah,
willing.
and I go help her out.
Mhm.
And just speak to her. No, it's just standard, just idle chit chat. Just because I'm happy to see someone that's of my people.
Okay.
I'd like to look around the house and see if she's placed any D&D version of nanny cams anywhere.
I'm sorry. Any D&D versions of what?
Nanny cams.
Oh. So
Like
what do
a
you? So you?
Cry?
So
I
you're
thought
just
if
gonna?
anything's kind of out of place or anything looks weird to me.
It
Okay.
looks
Okay.
weird to you.
Other than all these bite marks all over my abdomen. Don't worry about that.
Give me an investigation check, my dude.
All right. I'm basically a detective, so just hold on 1 second. That's a 1. Hold on a minute. Let's do
Everything
that again.
looks great. Everything looks
Nope,
great.
we're doing that again.
You're a halfling.
13.
Reroll those ones. Yeah, everything looks great.
I
You-
will.
you have-
breakfast.
Okay. Okay. So everyone. So what are we doing? We're going to Zastran's.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
taking the scorpions. And the pesh.
Okay.
Very
Oh
important.
yeah, and the Pesh, and the Pesh. So as everyone starts to like head out to do whatever they're going to do, Sebnet motions for Keplen to stay back while everyone's like moving on.
He stays back.
Yeah, she pulls you aside, like just outside of the place, and she says, I wasn't sure who to tell, but I was doing some, I was tidying up the place,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
and I found something that sort of caused me some worry, and I'm not sure if I left it where it was, but I feel like I should maybe tell someone, Keplen.
Well, tell me what did you see?
Well, and she looks around again to make sure it's just you and her, and then she's like, "Well, I was in Gelhank's room,
Mm-hmm.
and I found something.
What did you find?
Well, I'm pretty sure it's a very rare poison.
A rare poison in Gelhank's room? Well,
The reason that I'm worried, Keplen, is like, how well do you know Gelhank? Because the poison is specific for killing tieflings, and I know there's 2 tieflings in the house.
for killing tieflings.
I got a
Can't.
that's kind
I
of turn.
cannot. I'm gonna say, like, I haven't known her that long, but she's fought by our sides in many dangers and saved most of us countless times. I'm not too proud to say, but I know I've hidden behind her in battle, and she's saved me more than once. I can't see that. Why don't you show me what you found? Maybe she's found it in air and doesn't know what it is. I can't see her using it for like. Show me what you found. Let's go have a look. There must be a logical explanation. I can't see my friend doing that.
Takes you up. She waits. She takes you upstairs. She waits to make sure that everybody has left the house, and then takes you into Gelhank's room, and she motions to the bed. She goes, It was in a wooden box under the bed.
All right, get it out. Show me.
So she you think for a moment she like intended for you to go and get it, and then she's like, "Oh, okay," and then she goes
Yeah.
across the room, reaches under, and pulls out this little wooden, ornately carved box,
And there's a all right, and
and it has little gold hinges and a little gold latch on the front.
okay, I'll go open it up and see what's inside.
So when you open it up, there is a long, thin, glassed ampule.
Perfect. I'm going to take it, close the box, and push it back under the bed where we found it.
She
I'll
goes,
take
"So
the
when I
vial
was in
point.
Katapesh with Alma,
Mm-hmm.
like there's a lot of different herbs and extracts and things like that. I know I recognize the smell on that. I shouldn't have opened the vial. I know I shouldn't have opened the box. I have a bit of a curious.
It's okay. There's a logical explanation for it. Don't worry, we'll get to the bottom of this. Thank you very much for showing me. I will find out.
Are you sure that? Are you sure that you should confront? I mean, you're kind of smart.
Oh, don't worry.
people.
I know what to do. Don't worry. I know exactly what I'll do. It'll all be taken care of. Thank you so very much for showing this to me. Why did someone roll a 5? Why does is that where the monkey claws me in the back of the head?
I was just testing something.
Okay.
She's like, I was worried because I'm
No,
pretty
there's-
sure that this particular poison, like, it doesn't even have to be injected. Poor Anise or Shazzy would just need to.
There's no
touch it.
way. They're such good friends. There is a logical explanation for this. I will get to the bottom of it. Don't you worry. Thank you so very much for letting me know. Just don't tell anyone that you told me about it. Don't say anything to anyone about this because they might get a little upset that you're looking through their things. I understand. You're curious. We're all curious. I can't help it too. That's kind of why I stay out in the desert so I don't.
No much curiosity.
Yeah, I know. I suffer from. We all have our vices. It's okay. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to go into town.
She thanks you for using your discretion and hugs you.
Oh, I hug her back and thank you very much. And I'm going to head out.
Okay.
So-
She's
so
like,
I'm
I'll
gonna
go clean up breakfast then.
Perfect. And I'm going to go into town, and the first person I'm looking for is Shazzy.
Okay. And Anise, you were headed
And-
for Zastrin's
if-
place.
And if I can't find Shazzy, I'll go to Smudge. It's one of those two that I want to talk to with this.
Okay, so let's start. Who's going to Zastrin's? Just
Yeah, I was
Anise?
gonna say I thought Smudge did.
Okay, so the two of you arrive at Zastrin's. His shop is open. He's trying to sell like anti-itch powders to people and things like that. Someone is complaining of a rash and in a indescript place, and he's like giving them a cream or something, an ointment. But when he sees you, he stops all business. He's like, "Oh, you're back!"
Yes, and look at what we brought. Let's just show him the scorpions. Scorpions.
Oh! May I?
Yes.
Hopefully this can help Dashki.
So he takes those and he takes them to the back. He has a number of specimen jars that he puts them into, and makes sure that there's like holes in the top. And he's like, "Well, I'll get to work on that right away."
Ooh, I also brought something else. I'll like discreetly slide the pish over.
He's like, "Oh,
Do one of those handshakes where you put the little
Yeah.
bag.
yeah." He's like very very low key. Takes that and it disappears into his robe. He says there's been a number of caravans arrive over the last few days while you're gone. The town's pretty stocked up. Lots of things to go missing. He smiles at Anise.
Well, I should
Smudge is
Get
just in the
mixed.
background going,
should get to work then. At the bar, mixing drinks.
He says, "Yeah. Speaking of drinks, I understand that there is that someone arrived with coffee.
Interesting.
Very good coffee. If some of it were to make its way to my shop, I would certainly make sure you were appropriately compensated."
What does this person look like?
He says, I'm not sure. I just heard that there was a wagon filled with it that came into town.
Don't worry, I got you.
I'm sure if you check the newly arrived caravans out there, there'll be something. Bingo. So as you move about, what are you up to today?
I don't know. I don't know. What do you want to do, Gelhang?
I don't know. Go around town, see if anybody knows anything. Suss around. Stay away from you looking at me weird.
Fair enough.
Of course. So you as you're moving about town, you can feel that the heat is not bothering you so much today. And you also notice that there's a bit of a chill every time you touch Tempest. And I've added on to Tempest that now when it strikes, it does D6 cold on top of its regular damage.
Excellent.
And you always seem to have like a nice cool wind blowing on you, regardless of where you are.
Does it make my hair flow a little bit?
Sure.
Has the full Fabio going?
Excellent. I actually
Hank say no.
Something doesn't seem right about this weapon you got here. Why is there a constant wind following us?
Huh?
If you're upwind from him now, he doesn't smell nearly as bad.
Yeah. I don't know, but we should, as we kind of protect the town when we're here, maybe we should inspect these new people to town. We should make sure they're on the level.
Yeah, you guys, the two of you, if you're out and about, you can see that there's a whole bunch of caravans unloading. Shops are being restocked. Clearly, a number of caravans have arrived in the time you've been gone.
Yeah, let's go rough some people up.
Oh, that's not at all what I meant, but okay.
Shazzy, where were you going?
Mainly like the Fletcher. Get some
Okay.
supplies for hunting and what have you.
I'll say you're restocking arrows when Keplin catches up to you.
Shazzy!
Yeah, what?
I gotta talk to you.
Okay.
I'm trying to be discreet, but again, he sucks at these things. He's got no personal skills. Shazzy, I gotta talk. Come on. I gotta talk to you.
All right. What
So
is your problem?
Listen. I gotta tell you. Listen.
I'm listening.
Okay. You can't ever ask me how I found it. And you can never ask how I got it. But this is a big but. And he pulls out the file. He goes, "For the love of God, don't drink it, sip it, or look at this. But this is poison. This is poison."
I'm not looking at it.
Well, don't sip it, drink it, or smell it. But I mean, you can look at it. Sorry, you can look at it. Sorry, so you can look at it. But
all right.
This is a poison that apparently designed to kill you, or like your type of people only. And we found it. Like, sorry, I found it, or was handed to me, or from one
He
of
says
our
we
friends.
found it.
We found it.
Well,
Forget it. It doesn't matter how we found it. Doesn't. Like, just listen to me. We found it with one of our friends, one of our best friends. And I don't know
you
how they
don't want me
got
to
it.
ask follow-up questions? Sir, what the fuck is wrong with you?
If one of our friends had it, it would have been like an honest mistake, right? There'd have been like there'd have been like a logical explanation for it, right? Right. It's got to be
I
right.
think it would depend on which friend.
It wasn't the little smelly one,
All right.
and because it can kill tieflings, it wasn't our other tiefling in the group,
Obviously.
and it 100% wasn't Smudge. But I'm not saying who it was, and it definitely wasn't me because I'm showing it to you now, saying that it was found. But I don't want to say any names, right? Because that would be wrong. Because that's just how things get out of hand and they get crazy. But I'm just saying this is like, what? There's got to be a logical explanation. There's no way that any one of our friends would want to do any one of us any harm, especially since we've all saved each other's lives a gazillion times. What should we do? What should we do? I'm coming to you for guidance. You or Smudge, I'm going to talk to, but I don't know what to do.
You can dispose of that. I think that would be a first logical
That would be a
step instead of
Well,
bringing it to the person it could kill.
I'm not letting you touch it or open it. Just keep your hands on it. Don't smell it.
I'm not coming anywhere fucking near
For the love
you.
of God, I don't want it to hurt. I just need to talk to you because, well, you're the leader.
No, I'm not.
You're the leader. Shut up. Yes, you are.
Uh,
Okay, you're the leader.
All right. First, you're gonna
I
dispose
don't even know you have to
of
make me
it
say it. I already said it.
away from anywhere a tiefling may possibly have.
You got it.
So if you
I'm
can
going
send it back to the Feywild with your friend or whatever, that would be best.
No, I'm gonna go. Who's the guy that we keep buying stuff from? It's not
Zastern?
that.
I would not
Yeah.
give it to Zastrin.
Why not? I could sell
Because-
it to make some money off of this. I need to get
Yeah,
some. I
and
need to get
who's
some
he gonna
supply.
sell it to?
Point well taken. Okay, I know what to do.
Besides, you don't even lack money.
You know, I'm kind of changing my mind on that. I kind of met this girl, and and I've said too much. I'm out. And he just kind of scurries away.
Hey,
Okay.
get rid of it.
I'm going. I'm getting like, shh,
And-
don't say that. Shh, you're making a scene. And then there he goes.
Jazzy, give me a perception check.
I'm gonna fucking die. That
Okay.
is a shit 13.
That's okay. You watch as Keplen like disappears in amongst the crowds, and you take in as he leaves, and you're watching him go. You look around, like there's a lot of new people here in town, a lot of strange faces. The caravans have brought a lot of people here, and like the street is busy compared to normal.
I don't like that whatsoever. I'm going to finish my purchasing of more arrows and other such supplies and sundry, and then head back to the house to interrogate our maid, because clearly that is the person that I need to talk to.
Okay.
You make such assumptions. I was so discreet. I'm taking this to the public outhouse, and I'm just gonna make sure the lid's on secure and dump her down.
And you drop
down
it. You drop it in the shitter.
Ditch it in the shitter.
Shitter's full.
Shitter's full.
Oh, like nasty.
What
So,
is there anything else anyone else would like to do?
I
at
need
this-
to buy a shield, and I need to see how much
Yes.
hide armor is, because I'm sick and tired of getting my ass kicked.
So check your player's handbook. Anything in the player's handbook can be bought here in
Okay.
in town.
Can we go check on Dashki?
Yeah,
Ye-
I want to check on Dashki and check in with Alma.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll go with Smudge.
So-
I'm gonna hide the sword though.
So when you okay, so when you get the two of you, so both Smudge and Anise leave Zastrin's and head to the church to check on.
But I checked with Zastrin how long he thinks it'll take to distill the poison thing.
He says at least if he needs a few days.
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to see how long it would maybe take.
And how in a few days he could have like half a dozen antitoxins ready for you.
Okay, that's fine. We'll check back.
Okay. All right. So the two of you make your way to the Church of Serenray, and you find as you're approaching, you see Dashki on the arm of let me get his name here. Volus.
The head cleric
Volus,
guy.
the one cleric there, yes.
Okay.
And Dashki is having some trouble walking, but Volus is. You can see Volus sort of like encouraging him and trying to get him to take steps and work on his balance. But Dashki is not speaking back. You can see frustration in his.
Like he's trying, but
he just appears very frustrated. Like he is walking, but it's stumbling, and you can tell it's not easy for him. And Volus is being encouraging and sort of like giving him a shoulder to lean on for support. Yeah. So that's sort of what you see as you approach.
Well, at least you're on your feet today.
So he looks at you, and then he tries to say something, and sort of just a nothing that would resemble a word comes out. He makes an audible noise, sort of like an but like he's not able to put anything into words. Volus says, "We're doing better. We're doing better. The poison has done a great deal of damage, though."
We did find some of the scorpions, and Zastrin's working on it. So maybe in a couple days, we can help a bit more.
We can he said. Volus says we can certainly try that. I'm worried though that the damage has been done, and we need to. And he looks sort of right at Dashki. We need to work with what we have and make, small steps forward.
Okay. Do you at least understand what we're saying to you, even if you can't?
Oh, he's cognitive.
Okay.
He hasn't lost his hearing, have you? And he smiles, but Dashki does not. He just sort of glares at the two of you. You can tell he's very frustrated, very angry.
Okay. So now the question is, we only saw half the pack where we found you. Did the rest of them go back to camp?
He sort of shrugs at you.
Okay.
He reaches into his shirt and pulls out this sort of like leather thong that he wears around his neck that has a number of bone bits on it, and he hands those to Smudge.
Okay. Thank you. Am I supposed to wear them?
He nods and he points to the hills.
Take them to Narg.
He nods again.
So you're wearing Dashki's thong?
Yes.
Make it fucking weird, man.
You know us?
Dashki's leather thong. Okay.
You didn't know us? He says, "Did you have any success?"
I don't know that I would call what we did a success, but we are still alive, so there's that.
Alma and I spoke. Is there a Nolish army lying in the mountains?
There is quite a substantial one.
You saw them?
We definitely heard them, that's for sure.
We blew up some of them. It was fun.
Yeah.
He
And then
looks
we
around.
ran.
He looks around, and like one of the domes on the church has like scaffolding all over it as they're rebuilding it. He looks at a couple other buildings that are still being rebuilt after this. It's been about a year, right? A little
Right.
more than a year. Still, the town is being built on. He says it'd be most unfortunate if everything we've done here. The Knolls.
It isn't all the Knolls. 3 are alright. As Knolls go.
Dashki, when you say that, he looks at you and he shakes his head.
They're not okay. Are they involved?
He nods.
The one in the
And
battle
then
market.
he motions to his head and sort of puts his fingers up like a crown.
The answer to the Carrion King. The one that's in the battle market. I see a spy.
Dashki sort of shrugs.
He doesn't know. Okay, well that changes
Volus
things.
says, I don't know Kurlak very well, but I can tell you that many people are...
Yeah, well, many people don't like tieflings for their horns and things like that, so you'll forgive me if I don't exactly take you at people's word.
Okay.
I'm a cat. People don't necessarily like cats. It's
I
fine.
thought you were a skunk.
No, I'm not a skunk.
He doesn't say that. He says, no, I understand. I've done my best not to make any assumptions about him. As I said, I don't know him well.
It's alright. I'll just
But
stick Shazzy on him. She'll get
I-
it out of him.
I know that many have, been suspicious of him.
I mean,
Yeah,
people are
again, that might
suspicious
just-
of me all the time.
For good reason.
And I'm an angel. So I don't.
Just kind of like,
He says, however, over the last few days, the caravans that have arrived don't report any Knoll attacks out in the savannah.
yeah, that's because they're all busy gathering in the mountains right now. It's not going to be good. That's for sure. But hopefully Alma did what she said she was going to do and send for backup. So
Yes, my understanding is that that Garavel and Felipede left shortly
Can't
after
help.
you did.
okay. And how long of a journey is it back to Katapesh?
A very good fucking question.
Because we've been gone 5 days, you said, right?
Yeah,
This is day 6.
I would say that you would expect that they would be arriving in Katapesh any day now,
Okay.
if not already.
Okay.
We'll say it's somewhere just shy of a week to get to Katapesh and back. To get to Katapesh and then another same travel time back.
Okay. I will check in with Alma and see what the situation is there, see what can be done. But
Okay.
The situation is not great, that's for sure.
The people
And
here
he's-
are, Volus says the people here are also worried.
To Dashki, I say, does the Carrion King seem to have some sort of special sway over the tribe? Or did they do this willingly?
He shakes his head, and then sort of shrugs again.
You're not sure. Okay. Okay. Well, keep doing what you're doing. Zastrin's working on something that hopefully will help. I don't know, though. I can't make any promises. We did what we could. We got you back as fast as we could. But
Vola says to you, if any clerics arrive with the forces that Alma has sent for that are of greater power than my own abilities, then maybe we can rely on them as well. We'll just have to wait and see.
Okay. Also something to keep in mind. And if nothing else, maybe one can be sent for. But okay, well, I'll go talk to Alma. Anis, you don't have to come if you don't want to, but
I have to go find some coffee.
good luck. I think, didn't we have some at the house?
More. I need more.
Okay, well, just, right. Anyways.
So listen, as Gelhank and Bingo move about, the streets of Katapesh Kelmarane are indeed packed with wagons and carts unloading, and you notice that they're not all from Katapesh. Some of them seem to be from north, from Osiria, which is like sort of a desert kingdom to the north. And have one of the reasons that Kelmarane, they wanted it opened again, was so that trade route could be reestablished, and it would seem like that has occurred. So there are people that are dressed a little differently, different jewelry, different hats. Like there's just this sense that Kelmarane is a little more diverse all of a sudden than
We're open for business, motherfuckers.
it has been. Yeah, exactly. Things like, and a few times you have to like step out of the way as like a cart gets pulled by, or very bustling.
Should we,
and lots of people you don't recognize.
Should we shake down some of these new vendors, Gilhank?
We're just gonna, just kind of weave through and see what's going on. Like, it's good for business, but I want to make sure there's no gnolls hanging in the back of these carts or anything weird.
Oh, okay. So why don't you guys give me? Are you getting like right in there, or are you just keeping an eye out?
Yeah, I'm gonna spin my fake baton that I have, and I'm gonna start opening the backs of carts while we're walking by, just casual, just see how everything's going. How are you two today?
Okay, let's have Gelhank. You choose whichever's higher, perception or investigation, as you take a look. Is Bingo doing the same?
Yes, but I'm just gonna hype man her.
Oh, okay.
I'll be like, the vendors will be going by, the new people in town. I'll be like, you don't want to mess with the local authorities, and I'll be like,
I'm gonna say perception.
Okay, so and roll with advantage, as Bingo is pulling all the heat off you, so you can have a good look around. Nice. So as you look through, there's everything seems cool. You don't find any gnolls hiding in amongst carts. You don't find anything that you would consider sort of illegal or contraband. Not that I can imagine what would be illegal or contraband here. But what you do notice is a lot of the people are like a lot of these merchants that have brought their wares here to sell to the merchants of Kelmarane. The merchants of Kelmarane are not paying them with gold; they're paying them with pesh.
Ooh.
Like there is coins being passed around, but you notice like in just about every wagon there's like maybe a bundle of raw pesh, or maybe some that's been refined, and there's a few like jars of it. So there's
Are you making
the people
over there, Alan?
Oh, just lighting some candles. That's all.
Setting the
seance.
mood. Setting the mood.
Setting the mood. Feeling all dungeony and dragony.
You have a feeling that the people of Kelmarane are just doing whatever it takes to pay for what for what they can.
Okay, well, we'll let them keep doing their thing, and we'll just keep note of that.
Okay, and everybody sort of after Bingo's like shakedown, everybody's sort of keeping an eye on the two of you, but no one questions you like when you start to look around at things.
Like no one's like, show us your badge so that we don't have.
Yeah, nothing like that. Nothing like that.
We don't
Show
need
your torte.
Actually, some of the locals would probably back your story up, Bingo, because you and Gelhank sort of were muscle for a number of caravans in around the area for during that year of downtime. So yeah, they don't give you any problems. Before we get to Shazzy at the house, Anise, you were gonna go steal some coffee.
No, I'm just looking.
Liberate
Yeah.
coffee.
Tactically acquire and reappropriate to a more deserving means is what we call it in the military.
Do you want to give me a stealth check?
Yeah, can I try to kind of go around the new caravan smelling to see if I smell coffee?
Oh yeah, it doesn't take long for you. It doesn't take long for you to find a a wagon in sort of the a district of the town that where the places to eat are. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's right beside the battle market. Oh yeah, you sneak up. There are so many people moving about that you're not even sure who the wagon belongs to. But like you just sort of walk up and away goes some coffee. And no one seems to be any the wiser. So do you take that right away to Zastrin's?
Yeah, but I won't run or be suspicious. I'll just
absolutely.
casually walk.
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. Can you give me a perception check?
Yes.
Oh, geez, look at that. So as you make your way back to Zastrin's, you realize that you're being tailed. There is what you think is a woman. She's in purple silks and a purple hood. And you notice that like every time you look over your shoulder, she's back there, maybe about 60, 70 feet behind you, mixing in with the crowd.
Can I try to lose her?
Absolutely. You want to give me another stealth check?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at that. Holy cow, 28. So yeah, you sidestep maybe in behind a building or something, and you watch her as she, there's people passing on the street, and she moves past on the street.
Am I behind her now?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can I kind of follow her?
Yeah, you can do that. So you move back out onto the street, and you sort of are keeping your distance, and you realize she gets a little bit down the street, and she very quickly realizes she's lost you. And you notice her checking about. You can't see her face. She has one of her silk scarves sort of pulled up across her mouth and nose, and but you do notice that she has sort of a pale bluey white skin and a tail.
Okay. I'll make my way to.
Yeah, after a few moments of realizing she's lost you, she just disappears into the crowd.
I'll go to Zastrin.
Okay. So you find him. He's currently trying to milk a scorpion.
Oh, hey! Oh, I was wondering how you milk those. Look what I found.
He's like, I've never actually done it, but I've read about it.
You can milk anything with nipples.
Just... Jesus Christ. Okay, so he's like, did you get it?
I'll like discreetly slide the bags.
He says, he tucks them under, and he says he slips you a vial of really, really bright yellow fluid, and you can tell it's thick, almost like maybe honey. He's like, it's a new formula. I traded for it. So many new people in town. Lots of new business. I whipped it up. I need someone to test it.
What
I thought
is
of
it?
you. It should allow you to move quite quickly.
I can try it and let you know what happens.
So you can give yourself a potion of haste.
Oh, have you... Oh, could you teach me how to refine the pish?
He says, well, we'll have to do it at night.
Oh, I'll come back.
Technically, you're supposed to have a license to do that here. It's not that it's against the law, but you do have to pay for the licensing. I haven't done that.
Well, I won't tell if you won't tell, so...
I won't tell if you won't tell. You keep
Perfect.
you keep things like my coffee coming, and I'll make sure we're, all taken care of.
I want to kind of make it into a liquid form so I can mix it in the drinks I make.
The pesh?
Yeah.
Are you going to drug someone?
No. No.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, yes. I'll see if we can figure that out.
Very well. I will come back later tonight.
Of course, I'll be milking. And he's got like the scorpion by the tail on like the edge of a jar or something, trying to like get it to release the good stuff. Listen, Shazzy, so you arrive home.
I go looking for our hired help.
Okay. You can't find her anywhere.
Can I try tracking her?
Sure. Give me a survival check. As you creep through the house.
22.
Okay. So, you begin to like track her, and then all of a sudden there she is coming out of Bingo's room with folded linen. But a minute ago, like she was not in Bingo's room. She comes out and she's like pressing it. She looks at you. She says, "Oh, hello, Shazzy. I don't know how he gets these so wet."
I don't want to
They're
know,
moist.
considering he
They're
don't
not wet.
bathe. I wouldn't put it anywhere near my face, though, if I was you.
Oh no, of course not. I'm going to take it outside and put it on the line. Give it a good beating.
I just had a quick question. If you don't mind.
No, anything.
Yeah, vial you found under Galhank's bed.
I know he was going to tell someone right away. Yes.
Well, apparently I'm the de facto leader, so pretty much anything that gets told to anybody gets told to me eventually.
Oh, well, I won't go to him next time then. I'll come right to you.
Thank you for that. It's fine. You can talk to Kaplan all you want, but... Yeah,
It's a
he
little
came
strange.
running for me. How did you know what it was?
Well, my time in Katapesh, Alma and working the markets there, I recognized the smell.
I mean, obviously, for obvious reasons, I have not smelled it, but what does it smell like?
Sickly sweet. a little bit like licorice. Have you had a licorice?
I've had liquor, yes.
Explains it.
Fennel, actually, but close enough.
She says, anyways, I was familiar with it, and it specifically works well on tieflings. Anyone with sort of the blood of outsiders from other planes, I mean.
Being honest about how she knows it.
Give me insight check.
12.
I mean, just the fact that you asked, I mean, that you're suspicious, you feel still a little suspicious, but there's nothing specific that stands out to, like, being a lie or anything like that.
Mm-hmm. Now, just one other question, if you don't mind.
Of course.
When I got here, you were nowhere to be found.
Like, I'm not catching you.
You see, I'm a little bit of an expert when it comes to tracking and finding.
Mm-hmm.
When I got home, I could not find you, and then all of a sudden, there you were coming out of Bingo's bedroom.
She's like, well, dear, I'm very small. And rock gnomes are known for being light of foot.
That is very true, yes. However, I excel in finding small things. Kind of my jam.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe I'm the one that got away. And she smiles at you.
Oh, so. Well, thank you very much. Bless your heart.
She says, I promise I wasn't up to anything dastardly.
I'm sure.
As you can see, I have my hands full. And she motions to all of Bingo's linens.
Indeed. Well, you have a nice rest of your day. We'll talk to you soon.
Of course.
Thank you so much.
She shimmies away, and it's not long before you hear her outside. Obviously, has hung up the linens and beating it with some sort of stick or straw to
Torch that's currently on fire? Yeah, probably a good
Ah!
idea.
Do you do anything else?
I'm just gonna take a peek in everybody's rooms, see if there's anything sort of
Careful.
unexpected. And I am aware of how Anise kind of booby traps her room.
You know all my traps.
We've been friends since we were kids, so I know not to step on the third stone just inside the door, and like make sure to move the tape that's at the top of the door. And
okay, you give me a perception check or investigation, whichever you prefer.
ugh, 3 or 5. Sorry,
You set off all the traps.
I set off all. The
You have a look. You have just like someone else was looking around the house earlier. Anyways, I think it was Bingo was looking for device for nanny cams. So you take a look around and you don't see anything out of place or unusual.
Go make myself some coffee then.
Okay, all right. So did everyone pick up the equipment that they were looking for? Make sure you top that up.
I would like to get something, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
I would like to have. I would like to have some. I would like some business cards made.
Okay.
2 types.
The local calligrapher is more than willing to help you with these.
Okay, so 1, I would like a G and B's investigative services card made.
Okay. Okay.
And then I would also like another one that just says Gelhank, and then has a drawing, like a stick drawing of her smashing somebody over the head with an axe. That's her business card.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That's all.
And he'd like to know how many of these cards you'd like.
Oh, like probably about 20 of each, please.
That will take time, Master Bingo, but I'm sure we can accommodate you.
And if you want to do the Gelhank ones, if you want to do her hitting people with different weapons on each one, that would be cool.
Oh, some variation then is allowed.
Yeah, like an axe and like maybe a club, and then one like a giant fish or something.
Oh,
Just my bare hands on one.
Yeah, or just like choking someone. Like
choking Bingo?
no, not
Yeah.
me. Actually, if the drawings were like of like merchants and she's like choking them, that would be even better.
He seems a little nervous at that, but he's like, oh, okay.
Not calligraphers though. Leave calligraphers out of it.
Oh, very good, very good. I'll get on that for you.
Okay, I'll come back. Thank you.
All right, so you put in the order with the calligrapher.
If
Any
you could
other?
do like an eggshell white, that would be.
Oh, of
nice.
course. And would you like one of those barcodes on the back so it takes you right to your website and
The QR code.
the QR code? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you know. It's a business card. What's a website? What's a business card?
I'm
Okay.
sure they have some sort of.
So, what does the party do? Give me an idea. Are we is the plan to go back out on the road, or what are we?
I want to
Mud
talk to
went
Alma.
Alma.
Yeah.
Oh, you were gonna go to Alma? Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna say that you find Alma in the battle market. There's a balcony that overlooks the battle market that Card Swan was on when you first encountered him, and she's now sitting up there, and she has a merchant, two fairly wealthy-looking merchants sitting with her, and they're looking down over the battle market. They have glasses of wine. Are you alone? You are alone because Anise went to get coffee. So
Yeah, she sort of like appears there.
yeah. So you make your way up and find them, and when she sees you come in, she's like, oh, and she looks to the two merchants with her and introduces them to you, and says, I heard you'd gotten back last night. Didn't want to bother you.
Yeah, it was kind of a journey, that's for sure. Everybody was a bit tired.
She looks at the two men and she says, won't you excuse me for a moment while my friend and I here chat? And she takes you down the hall, leaves them at the balcony overlooking the battle market, and then sort of closes the door behind the two of you. And she looks at you, she goes, how bad is it?
Well, I hope that you sent your friend
Yeah.
for a lot of people.
How? So this mysterious man that told you there was an army forming, that there is an army forming?
Oh yeah, there's definitely an army. It's pretty much already together, and it's worse because the Three Jaws are involved. So.
But I thought the Three Jaws swore they wouldn't attack as long as we didn't bother them.
They didn't attack. They didn't attack us. They're involved with the Carrion King. Who's?
But I thought you found them dead.
We found some of them, not all of them. And she holds up the necklace. I spoke to Dashki.
Well, you spoke to him?
He's up and moving. Have you not talked to him?
I didn't think he could speak.
You can't really, but you can ask him questions. His mind is still intact.
Oh, no, I understand that. I misunderstood what you're telling me.
No, but I was able to get out of him that they were involved.
So we don't have any Knoll allies.
So it would seem.
So what's the next step? I mean,
I don't know.
We wait here for reinforcements to arrive from Katapesh, I suppose.
Yeah, and get this place as ready as you can. And I don't know. I'm not a strategist. That's not my thing.
I thought you were sort of the leader.
Hell no, that's Shazzy.
I don't really see Shazzy as a leader.
It's definitely not me. I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm 18. I'm just a kid. I don't know what I'm doing.
Get in like it's a nightmare.
Yep, that.
He's like, well, I've always seen you as sort of motherly.
So I've been told. Fucking hell, you guys.
Okay. She says, we've had a lot of caravans arrive in the last little while. The town is resupplied and stocked. Food and water are abundant.
I hope that's good. At least that'll help. But
It certainly will help with morale. And the battle market's packed. And you can literally hear, like, there's sort of this buzzing drone of people chit-chatting down in the battle market and that. And it is it is very busy here. The busiest you've ever seen it.
yeah, that's good. Trade is good. That will help.
Mm.
Has anybody reported anything?
Subnet's working out okay?
As far as I'm aware, I haven't talked to her since this morning. She made breakfast.
Well, that's wonderful.
I don't interact with her a lot. We've been busy.
You really should get to know her. She's a wonderful girl.
I will keep that in mind.
I mean, I think I shouldn't call her girl. I think as a gnome, she's probably older than me. Do you know how old she is?
I don't.
What about your little gnome friend? How old is he?
Old enough to be a crotchety old man, regardless of how old he is.
Yes, he is a bit cantankerous.
Yeah, I think he spent a little bit too much time out in the sunlight, if you know what I mean.
So, I'm sorry, I cut you off. What were you saying?
That he spent a little too much time out in the sunlight, if you know what I mean.
No, before that. You were about to ask me something or tell me something.
Oh, I don't remember because I've got ADHD now. Just be, I guess, as soon as they get here, get warriors out patrolling. Gelhang's good, but she's not that good. Like, she can't defend a whole city by herself.
No, I wouldn't expect that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a strategist, so I don't know what to tell you. If I would maybe look for allies beyond what we've got here, beyond what they're sending. If you've got any ideas. We did meet a rather strange creature that might be able to help us, but I don't know.
What does that mean? What do you mean, strange creature?
So she takes out her journal and shows her all the sketches that she did of Hakuna.
She's fascinated by those. She's like, but didn't we just take the time to get rid of creatures like this from Kelmarane?
Not like this one. I mean, this one was intelligent.
Oh.
It spoke.
What happened to its eye?
A knoll arrow.
Oh. Well, if it's not a friend of the Knolls, then maybe it can be friends with us.
Right.
You don't intend to bring it here.
I mean, no.
Don't you think the people here would be scared of something like this?
Well,
I mean, it looks like a dragon.
Yeah, but if it's gonna help protect the town...
Will it protect the town?
I don't know. It's worth a shot, though, at this point. It's either that or we hope against an entire army. And it's been my experience that hope only gets you so far.
At that point, there's a knock at the door, and a servant opens it and says, "The merchant lord from Katapesh, Mr. Dupre, wishes to have audience with you, madam." She's like, "Oh yes, Mr. Dupre."
Do I know that name from my time there?
Give me a history check.
Sure. Come on, Smudge. Don't roll like shit. Yep. Yeah, that tracks.
Welcome to shit.
Wait, oh wait, I don't have it. Never mind. I was gonna say, can I use my inspiration, but I don't have one.
Yeah, you don't recall a Dupre family.
Okay. Well, I will leave you to it. We did find a scorpion, and Zastrin's working on it. I don't know if it'll help Dashki, but it's worth a shot. Anything at this point?
She gives you a small purse and says good business brings good times, and I thank you for you and your friend's service.
Okay. I'm assuming now that there's all these people here that there's people looking for hired help.
I suppose, yes.
Okay. If you have any ideas, let me
Do
know.
be
Otherwise, I
careful,
guess
though. There's some strange people here in town.
that's true everywhere you go. I
Just
mean,
be careful.
just look at my friends.
No, stranger than your friends.
That's a scary thought.
I know that bingo fellow.
Yeah. Don't worry. We'll toss him in the river a couple of times and wash that smell off.
So she at that point leaves and meets with yet another merchant, who you can only assume is Mr. Dupre, on the balcony.
While I'm like in her office,
Yes.
can I like look around to see if
Oh.
anything looks like it's out of place or anything like that? Just like looking around while I'm sort of talking to her.
Give me a perception check.
Come on, Smudge. Hey, there we go. 23.
You see, you've got a pretty keen eye. And as she's leaving, you look around the office, and on the table, you can see a parchment envelope made out of parchment paper.
Mhm.
It has a sort of purpley violet wax stamp on it. And you recognize the symbol on the seal as being that from Shazzy's mother's grave.
Oh, Lord. Okay. Can I try to snag that?
Want to make a sleight of hand check?
Or this will go so well. 18.
Yep. So, I mean, Alma has left, but her servant doesn't notice you pocket the envelope.
Okay. And then I just sort of like thank the servant and go find Shazzy.
Okay. So, can we say that everyone eventually makes their way back to the house?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So, after our day in town and walking around, you guys make it back to the house. Sebnet has laid out some food for dinner and has left for the day by the time you get back.
Okay.
Okay.
So Kaplan comes strutting in his new hide armor with shield, going, "What do you guys think, huh? Pretty snazzy, huh? Huh?
I will
Hey,
say
right?
that the entire time she was prepping, I was just sort of like chilling in the kitchen, drinking coffee, pretending to just not be watching her.
Watching her the whole time?
Yeah.
Okay. I will say that the little bit you did watch her, as she does move around the house, she's right. She's quiet, but you're still not convinced. It's still eating at you. You're like, no, I looked in that room. She wasn't there.
I noticed Shazzy being weird.
Well,
When I
when
get
you
home.
arrive, Sebnet's left, so I don't think Shazzy's being weird.
Oh, okay. Shazzy, we've got a problem. More than one.
I am not the leader. This is a democracy. What?
No, it's
what?
not.
What is the problem?
I set the envelope down in front of her.
So there is a very crisp parchment envelope. It's square, like it's equal sides, maybe about 8 inches by. No, 8 inches is probably too big. About 6 inches by 6 inches.
Typical male.
Yeah, there is nothing written on it, but the typical male. I just got that now. And then you see the wax seal, which is sort of in a purpley, violet type color wax, and there is sort of that 4-petaled flower symbol on it. The seal has been broken, though.
Where'd you get this from?
Alma's office.
All right.
I didn't read it yet. Came straight to you.
I open it up.
There is no paper inside. It is just the envelope.
That tracks.
Snap.
But she's...
However, give me a perception check, Shazzy. Yeah,
12.
that's great. I was just looking for a 10.
Okay.
When you pick up the envelope, a fragrance, almost like the envelope had been sprayed with a perfume or something. And you know when you smell something and it can kind of take you back? It takes you back.
Not licorice scented, is it?
No.
Okay.
No. It's a
Just checking.
floral. It smells like sort of a floral perfume. And Shazzy doesn't have a lot of memories of her mum, but there's something very familiar about this. You think maybe even your dad had maybe a bottle of this perfume or something? Like, it's very familiar to you, but at the same time, difficult to place.
Hold it under my nose and breathe it in. Hoping it'll prompt something.
Yeah, it doesn't, but... And Smudge, you can smell it too, but to you it was there was no significance to it. But yeah.
Smells like my mama.
Your mum died, right?
No.
Okay. I mean, it's perfume. And I'm sure a lot of people wear that kind of thing.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Sorry,
I'm
I
not
didn't
really
think to
one
check.
No, it's fine. Coincidences are not really.
I don't believe in coincidences.
Yeah.
Too many weird things have been happening lately.
You also have the purse that Alma gave you. It has 50 gold
Oh, yeah.
in it.
I set that down. This is from Alma.
Ooh, she's not broke anymore. I like it.
Or she
Well-
just gave us her last bit.
No, she said that the trade is really coming in. There's lots of strangers in town. It's kind of weird, actually.
Saw that.
Yeah.
Like, it's good. Don't get me wrong. It's good. Trade is a good thing, but it also brings its own level of danger.
Of course. Anyway, Kaplan. Your shield looks
You like
very
it, eh?
nice.
Like good, eh? Awesome.
Yes.
Not like good, right? Yeah.
It looks good.
Do, 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 do.
So,
Stop dancing,
Gil
please.
Hank and I were thinking, since we're not going to be here at all times and the city is starting to get busy, we might want to instate some kind of guard for the town.
I mean, I think there is one, technically.
What, us?
No, not us.
Well,
I mean,
Alma has her 4 pack master guards that were in that
Yeah.
chitness armor. They're always around her. And there is a bit of a militia that's been organized, but no,
And
there's
they-
nothing too formal.
They did send for backup from Katapesh that should be here soon-ish.
I was wondering if we needed to start holding open interviews or whatnot.
I mean,
Like,
I'm
they
sure
make-
that they wouldn't mind if you did that.
Like maybe make them fight Gel Hank in the pits to see if they're worthy or something.
I did
along
not say yes to that.
Oh, okay. I just
I
wanted
was
to
going to
watch.
say, do you want to do that, Gailink?
Okay, well, just a thought. You know, that if we're not here, this place is not defended very well, is what I'm thinking. Especially since we live here now. We have a home. It's
We're
not
gonna
at all.
do a makeshift armor class is what we're gonna do. How you can make your own armor in case people invade.
Pop some
Survival
paint
training.
Do
on
the
the knee.
following.
Yeah.
I
I can
like
trap
that.
the whole house.
That's true.
Yeah.
No one could kill your
Maybe don't put any booby traps in my room because I'll forget.
Mm.
Yeah.
Or maybe put them because you will forget.
If
So
they're
you-
like fun, cheeky traps, then maybe, but not like if they're like explodey, acid in the eye sort of traps. Then
You'll
not
be
those.
fine.
So you
So-
guys are eating and chatting when there's a knock at your door.
Check.
Can I look out the window?
Don't we pay someone to answer the door?
I'll get it. Just sit
No.
down. I'll go get it. I'm getting the door. Besides, they won't want to see me when
I'm
it's
gonna
red.
go hide. They're probably here
Captain,
for me.
where's your-
I'm gonna
I'm
go
like
with
ditching
Kaplan.
the door. Dun,
I'm
dun,
gonna go with Kaplan just in case it's a monkey.
You're
Okay,
walking
you
around
open the door. It's
That's a-
not a monkey. Kurlak is there, the Knoll bartender.
Oh.
Kurlak!
Sterling.
Hey, my buddy. Did you drink beer? Come on in.
He's like, I did not bring you any beer.
Come on in, Kurlak. Everybody's in the dining room.
Okay, so he comes in. He nods to everyone.
Where's the fancy house map that I made you? God. Just kidding.
I know. I'm working on it. I've been doing druid shape-shifting forums. I'll get to the house map soon. So he comes in and he says, how's everyone?
Yeah.
Really good, thank you.
Been an
He
interesting
then-
couple of days.
He then looks at Gelhank and goes, how are you doing?
Good.
Are you rested?
I sure am. Why would you ask?
Well, there's some Osirian merchants that have come into town, and they're talking a good game up in the battle market. And, me and some of the other locals started, calling them out on their bullshit. Anyways, they've got this sort of champion that they think is pretty tough, and we were kind of thinking that, you're pretty tough, and that we'd put some money on it, and
Let me see this champion. What are you trying to say? That I'm not strong enough?
no, I'm betting on you. I'm betting on you.
Have you
But
seen
I
her
mean,
business cards?
he's big. He's got horns, and
Oh,
might look
You
a bit
had
like,
me at horns.
look a little bit like
Let's
a
see.
cow.
oh shit.
Oh no.
Anyways, they figure if they let him out of his cage, they can get him up on the stage in the center of the battle market. And
Wait. Out of his cage?
Well, he's really. I don't know that he's any better than a wild dog, to be entirely honest.
Who or what is he?
I think he's a minotaur.
Sold.
And they've got him in a cage?
Well, I don't know a lot about these creatures. I've heard that there's regular sort of upright, talky, walky, living civilization minotaurs. This is not one of those.
It's a turn of phrase, Chevy.
Is it? I don't like Minotaurs.
Anyways, do you think you could beat him without any weapons? Like you could just fists and. Because there's probably more gold in it if you don't take a weapon into the ring.
That seems like a setup kind of to me. How do I know that this minotaur you speak of ain't gonna have a shiv somewhere?
Well, he ain't got no clothes, Kellank. He's not.
Prison
He's-
pocket.
He can keister it. I don't know what this thing does.
He's got horns. He's got horns.
Oh, the old prison pocket, eh?
The old prison pocket.
Hmm.
He's like, if you're not up to it, we can just I just slipped away. I'll go back up there and tell them that like you're not around, that you're out of town or something.
Oh, trying to say I'm chicken. Let me see what this thing looks like.
Okay. He motions for you to come with him and walks back up to the battle market.
Well, I
And
can't miss that.
you can hear people. You can hear people
I'm
like
going too.
you can hear people like mention as you walk by. They're like, "Oh, it's go time. She's gonna do it. She's gonna do it. She's gonna fight that thing." Anyways, you get up to the battle market. You're sort of around the backside of the battle market, where in the town, and there is a caged wagon, and sitting inside it is indeed a minotaur.
So during our inspection of the wagons, we did not see this.
Well, this isn't up. This isn't with like the caravans and that you were in amongst, where there was like money to be had and things like that. This is sort of like parked up and sort of behind the battle market, where maybe there wouldn't be a whole lot of people. And there's a bunch of handlers around the wagon. They're all in sort of like white tunics and robes, and they all have shaved heads and sort of tattoos all over their tattooed markings all over their bald head, and you can see that they've fed it some sort of maybe a goat or something, and it's chewing on a
I
goat
pull
bone.
on
Minute-
Gil Hank's leg, and I go,
Minotaur,
Gil Hank,
yeah.
Gil
He's
Hank.
eating a
Gil Hank.
goat.
What
Mhm.
small one?
That kind of looks like they've got him in captivity, like a slave. That's not right.
Yeah, that don't
can't
look
fight-
right to me. That's
You can't
sad.
fight that guy. That's not right. We got to put an end to this.
Kurlak's like, that's a legit monster, right?
That's legit.
Yeah, well, do you know what? Some people may call me a monster too. And do you know what? Every monster deserves to be free. So I say I
Well,
just
my
let him
question
out.
then, he's like, well, before we start liberating it, can we first kick the shit out of it? Because there's good money on it.
He looks like the type of person we would like to have as a friend.
Well, if
He'd
you beat
make
the
a
shit out of him,
powerful-
he can be our friend.
If you beat the shit look at it, if you beat the shit out of someone, they don't want to be your friend. Trust me.
Kurlak's like,
Well,
he's literally
that's not
he's
entirely
literally
true.
buck naked in a cart eating a goat. What kind of friendship do you want?
What kind of teeth does it have? Fangs?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what he goes. I don't know what kind of teeth
I
a
mean, he's
minotaur
eating
has.
a goat. It's so gross. I like it.
Wait,
Kurlak's
You
like,
are a sick
you-
puppy dog woman.
Kurlak's like,
You-
I agree with the gnome on this.
I kind of think we should probably go talk to it and see maybe. It
oh,
wants
I'm
to
already
set
walking to the
free.
cage.
I'm with you. I'm scurrying like my little short little legs, scurrying as fast as I can.
Kurlak's like, oh, you're gonna ruin this for us. And
Yep. And I like
He-
flip
he
him
Turn on
off
the
as I'm
Kurlak
walking
and I give him
away.
the finger, and I went, "We vowed, hey, they were gonna put you in a cage, and we didn't let that happen."
he throws his hands in the air and walks into the battle market.
Can
Someone's like,
your
so
leg
is she
if
gonna
you want.
fight it? He's like, I don't think so. I think they're gonna go talk to it.
You can
They're
fight
gonna go
your
make a
leg.
friend out of it. So you guys walk over to the wagon.
Yep.
Mhm.
Hey.
A few of the men around the wagon are like, oh, and they speak in like obviously the common tongue in this area is not their language, so they have a bit of a heavy accent, and they're like, you'll need to be careful. You're welcome to come and take a look at the beast, but you need to be careful.
Can I tell what language they usually would be speaking?
Osirian.
I just say something untoward and infernal and move close enough, but if the thing were to,
Okay.
if the Minotaur were to reach for me through the bars, I would
Yeah.
not be within range.
Okay, so it's big. If we were to put this thing on a battle map, it would be a large
Large.
creature, a 10 by 10. He has like big old horns. He has sort of black fur over most of his body. He looks very strong.
A little bit
and
sexy.
He's definitely just eaten a goat raw. There's a lot of blood and
I
stuff.
ain't gonna judge. I don't know the last time he ate.
Yep. That's all he's been given.
He looks at you. He has very almost like red. You don't think it's bloodshot. You think it's maybe just natural, but his eyes have sort of this red. They don't glow, but sort of a red, bloody look to them.
Hey,
He just lets out a huff.
look, so I don't know how you came to be in your current situation, but I would like to not have you in this current situation. I'm just wondering, if I were to let you out, what would you do?
What
He-
language are you guys speaking? Is it common?
Just
Yeah,
kind
you
of.
speak common. He shifts his weight around a bit. Looks at you closely. Narrows his eyes at you.
I narrow my eyes back.
You got wings.
Yeah, what would you do to her if she let you out?
Not now, Anise.
Oh,
He says, you've got wings.
I do.
I've never seen a
You can
winged one
fly.
before.
Like, flap them out and put them back in.
I don't know. What would
Why
you like
have
me
they
to do?
imprisoned you?
Because there used to be more of them.
Because there used to be more of them.
I'm definitely laughing in character too.
Yeah.
How are you a thing?
What?
They
What was
How are
that,
we gonna
Ryan?
have like a battle royal in the? Well,
The slavery and imprisonment for those who don't deserve it is kind of against my code, and I have no interest in you fighting my friend over here, Gil Hank, because they want to make money off. So
we can make money too.
He looks over at Gelhank. He's like, you would not be making any money if I fought her.
see, that is where you may be wrong, my friend. The half orc is a little bit of a bitch and will fight dirty. And you're not wearing any
she can be very
pants.
dirty.
I will cut your nuts off. It'll happen.
So
Wait, not yet. Let him use them at least.
I'm just saying I don't want you to be in this situation, but I also don't want to let you out and have you cause a ruckus. So here is where I'm at.
I want to see this fight happen more than ever now.
We have a problem coming our way with expeditiousness, and I need you to take up arms for my town instead of
You can
fighting
tell.
for nothing.
You can tell that your words are maybe going a little high for him.
That's the point.
Okay, yeah. He's like, what are you asking me?
she's saying, if we let you go, will you be our friend and help us out? We could use a big, strong guy like you.
We
Nobody
can
is
be all
too
sorts
rich
of
to not
friends,
afford a
all
friend.
types of different kinds of friends.
We do need a new captain of the guard.
And I point over here, and the sick over here might sleep with you. And I point to Anise.
Oh, good. I thought you were pointing at me.
Are useful.
Bingo size.
Just wondering if that is something you would be keen for, or if I should just.
You want to
Maybe.
let me out so I can work for you?
Why not?
No. Join our company. Be
We'll
one
get
of
you
us.
Hmm.
We're the good guys.
I mean, that's debatable. I'm
He
offering you an alternative.
A chance to smash Knowles.
And party members.
Maybe if
Smash your pants.
if Gelhank wins against him, then
I mean,
can do that.
fine if they want to fight. That's fine. If people want to bet on it, that's fine. But I
What's her
want it to be
name?
his
What's her
choice.
name?
Mine?
The one I'm
Okay.
supposed to fight?
Gail Hank.
Okay.
Hank.
Have you heard of her?
No.
She's a pretty famous gladiator, and she kicks a lot of ass. I'm just saying. I've seen her kick a lot of ass and smash a lot of people.
I'm sure.
But that's not why we're here. I don't want to see someone have to do something that they don't want to do. And living in a cage doesn't exactly seem like you want to do that. So I'm pretty safe in saying that you would rather be free.
Sure.
Now, if I let you,
Insight check?
we have enough clout in this.
A very blasé Minotaur.
Hang on, we got enough clout in this town that we can let you free, and we like you to become
you're
one of
not
our
sure-
friends.
You're not sure.
Ow.
Anise, you're not sure. Smudge, you're like, you can trust that guy.
No, Smudge. This whole time, Smudge is just like, oh my god, you guys don't know how this shit works. Oh my god.
17 on the insides.
Well, Chazzy, you're not convinced that he's. You're not sure that he's going to be like, oh yeah, I'll abide by the rules. Like,
Hey, Lord Gasumba, thank you for
Wow,
the
hey.
raid.
oh,
Hello.
big raid.
Whoa!
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
So the Minotaur sort of yeah, you're not sure that he's a creature of his word, so to speak.
Hmm,
Uh,
it is
I guess he's
unfortunate.
fighting
trust him.
Gelhank then. All right, we tried.
No.
Eh.
No. If
Why
you
don't
want
we-
to fight
No,
Gelhank for your own
let me out.
entertainment,
Let me out. I would be pleased to leave the bondage of these little men.
I mean, if you're into bondage, that's fine. That's okay. But
we can
no
accommodate
judgment.
anything, really. I just don't want you to do something you don't want to do.
The little-
Because
the little-
consent is very important to us.
The little bald-headed men with their robes and their tattoos are looking really concerned. All of a sudden, they're like, you can't just let him out."
Watch me. And I grab the lock.
I turn around, look at him. This isn't the Minotaur you're looking for.
When you grab the lock, they run.
Ooh, can I pick the lock?
Sure.
Oh, this is happening. Okay.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna take a step back and go.
Okay. So Anise, give me a
I
lock.
hope Anise likes it rough.
Give me a thieves'
Oh,
tool
he
check.
does.
This is gonna be open and shut because I never said I was fighting this guy. So I guess you guys are gonna get over here and do something because I'm not gonna make a spectacle of myself. That happened for how many years? I'm not gonna dance in front of these people like a pony. So if you want to see a fight, him and I can fight.
You're
when
like,
people
I'm not
aren't
going to
around,
dance in
but-
front of these people like a pony. You just hear this click, and Anise, the lock opens.
I'm not
Oops.
saying to fight. That is, we're just letting this sentient creature go free.
And the Minotaur steps out of the cage and stands up, and he is a big specimen of a creature. He like rolls his neck, sort of stretches a bit.
Coughs up a little goat.
Can I touch his fur?
Consent.
Do you want to come
Anise.
forward and touch his fur?
Ask
Yeah.
or consent.
Hey guys,
Can I
before you
meet
touch
Anise's
you?
new boyfriend. He's
Jay-
a little horny.
Jay and the Lord Gasumba crew, let me just again say thank you for the raid. That's awesome.
And
That's
also
awesome.
sorry.
Yeah, you got here at a really great time.
Okay, so Anise, you come over and you touch his fur.
Asking consent first.
Can I touch you?
I think you are.
Is he fuzzy? Is
Yeah,
he soft?
yeah. No,
Oh.
it's kind of oily, very coarse hair.
Smudge takes 3 really big steps back.
So he then walks over to one of the adjacent wagons to the cart that he was being held in, and starts rooting around in that, and out comes a very large double-headed axe.
Mistakes were made.
Figures.
If he's
He
leaving,
says,
he deserves to arm himself.
All right.
So now what?
That is up to
Well,
you.
why don't you come home with us? Give you a few square meals. You got a place to
Hey,
stay.
hey! Are you
No
hitting
one's
on
gonna
him
mess with
too?
you. No. You can sleep in a niece's room
Back off,
apparently.
Kipling.
I don't know.
I'm just saying, if you would
Pete's
like to
living in a
leave,
cart.
you are free to leave. You have some work for you if you would like it. Aid, not force.
What does it pay?
All the pesh you want.
Pair of pants.
Unless you're more of a kilt person, we can accommodate.
He says, a servant of the Horned King doesn't need pesh or gold.
What
But I'd
do you
really
need?
like blood and meat.
I mean,
To
that
make
can
that
be
happen.
provided.
The Carrion King isn't known as the Horned King, is it?
No, not at all. You
Okay.
can make a religion. You can make a religion check
I'm
if
so
you'd
good
like
at
on
religion,
that.
guys.
Feel like
Guys,
I'm-
Natural
Roll
20.
roll that. Did you really roll a natural 20? Look at this shit.
Amazing.
Okay,
It's a
so
natural
the
20,
Horned,
which makes it a 20.
the Horned King he's referring to is Bahamut, which is the god of, you happen to know, is a demon lord of minotaurs and creatures of bestial violence. Yeah.
All right, that's fine. I can work with that.
Like violence.
What's
I have
that?
horns. I
I
like
feel like
violence.
this is
It's
where you
fine.
saw this going.
So a few townspeople see they're not up close. Just imagine you look down the street a bit and there's a small crowd gathered watching what are they doing with that thing.
wait, what's your name? I'm Keplin. Who are you?
Why don't you just call me King?
Yes, King.
Good enough.
And
King,
he's all about it.
this is a niece.
I now suddenly feel like I should have given him an Elvis sound. Oh.
You
So,
can too late.
He says so I'm free to go.
If
Yep.
you like, or we can pay you to work.
He looks down the road. Are you gonna let me eat any of those?
No.
We can get you.
Well, I
He's
mean,
nodding, and he's just nodding like.
I
I'm
just
fine.
smack a niece up the back of the head with my tail.
Maybe like a goat or something.
Yeah.
How
we
do you
can
feel
do
about
it, but
monkey
not
meat?
humans.
Monkey
Monkey.
meat? Yeah.
He can
he's
eat all the
like-
monkeys he wants.
we come into contact with a lot of monkeys for some reason.
He starts to just walk away down the road.
Bye. I'm on back
So is
now.
See you later
throws his-
tonight.
Throws his axe over his shoulder. Anyways, a man in very fine garb comes out, surrounded by those little bald men with the white robes, and he's like, "You let him go?"
He broke out.
It was crazy. You should have seen it.
Yeah. Try to stop him.
You know, it's not a very reinforced cage for such a large beast.
We were
Oh, and he
so
would have
scared.
brought me in the pits at Katapesh.
Yeah, see, there's a small problem with your mentality. This city does not accept slavery in any form.
My dear child, you do know
No. Don't stop.
where you are.
I do know. And if I see it, I'm removing it.
Do you know who we are? I kind of cross my arms, take a step forward.
I would like to speak
You
to your
have it, like-
manager.
I'm 3 feet
do
tall.
we know
too.
who we are? At
He's
this
gonna
point?
get one of our
who we
cards.
are.
He says.
Do you know what we have done for this place? And you dare question? You have the mitigated gall to question us. Be gone, sir. Yeah, good day. And I turn my back on him.
Oh
and
my
strut.
god. Y'all are gonna get us killed?
Probably.
I have a minotaur.
He says, He looks around at everybody who's watching, and I'll take this up with Alma, I believe.
You go right
Yeah,
on ahead. Bless
Make
your
sure you
heart.
tell her that we sent you, because, she'll be fine with that, I'm sure.
So with that, he turns around and
Bye bye now.
motions
Bye-bye.
to the little bald men around him.
Don't let
to
the
come
beaded curtain hit you on the ass on the way out.
to come along, and they make their way back into the battle market. And I think there we will take a brief break. We haven't had our break tonight. We will we'll use the potty and have a drink, and then we'll come back and see what other kind of bullshit we get up to tonight. Yeah, let's do that.
Well, if it burns, you should probably go.
Yeah.
Hi, we're back.
Hi. Bingo is lying on the floor, stretching out his back because he's an old man. And but you should be able to hear him still. So listen.
Oh man, you can get their dice at CanadianDice.ca.
Help Ryan buy more drugs by going to CanadianDice.ca and buying some dice. Use the code OMRD for Old Men Rolling Dice to get 10% off. Oh, well, you never cease to amaze me. So, what do you do after the Minotaur walks off into the night?
How did you expect that interchange to go? Because that's about what I expected.
I did not expect the
monster
spice.
fuckers to come out.
I personally expected him to join us because he'd be so grateful. I did not expect
you sweet summer child.
Expect Sicko over here to want to sleep with him.
I did not.
You sweet summer child.
We don't kink shame here, sir.
I don't. I'm sorry. Bestiality is not kinky. That's not kink.
A Minotaur is not a beast.
I'm pretty sure it is.
It's a half man.
Jesus.
Yeah. There's a whole lore involved with those.
And corrected. I just kind of.
Well,
Hey, we were just being friendly.
Yeah, very friendly. So the Minotaur departs, and and everybody sort of like realizes Gelhank is not going to be fighting the Minotaur, and yeah, there is maybe a little bit of booing, and people like disperse.
What time of day is it now?
It's the evening. You guys, the sun has gone down.
I'm gonna buy Gelhank
Well,
a drink.
I need to go make drugs. I'll be back. I'm gonna go find Sastran.
Okay.
Yeah, we gotta go back to the mountains
What
more.
goes on in your mind, woman? 1 minute you want to shag a Minotaur, now you want to go make drugs. Oh my god! Have you no shame?
Do you really want the answer to that question?
You reach
My very best
Zastran's-
Sam the Eagle. Have you no decency, woman?
No.
You reach Zastran's shop. He's closed up, but you can see that there is a light on inside.
I'll do our special knock.
Okay. He comes to the door. He has a teapot in his hand. He's like, "Oh yes, come in, tea."
No, let's get to business.
I have a little bit of cabbage soup, if you'd like.
Sure.
So he makes a little bowl for you, and the two of you sit down at a table not far from. You're not down in the shop area. I'll say you're in his little apartment dwelling above. He's like, "Are we doing this tonight? Is that what you're here for?"
Yes, of course. What do you mean?
He like slurps on his soup. I didn't realize we were doing it tonight.
I need it for something. Well, for someone.
Tonight?
Yes, potentially. Or tomorrow, it's fine. But I want to work on it tonight. Have it
Come on
ready.
then. And then he takes his soup in hand and makes his way back downstairs to where he sparks up a couple of his alchemy kit, essentially. Sparks up a couple burners and gets the right bottles in that, and begins cooking the pesh, essentially. And we're putting
I
this in
want
someone's
to.
drink?
Yes, I want to drug Kirilag because I don't trust him anymore.
The knoll at the bar?
Yes. He might be working for the Carrion King.
I appreciate that you share as much as you do with me, but maybe don't tell me when you're going to. Yes. Anyway,
I don't want to kill him, He's my friend.
give me a perception check, Anise. So as he's working away, you're looking around his shop, and you notice that he has a map of the area laid out on his table, and he has a few. He's using these weights that you would use to measure out ingredients, and he's got them set up around the map to mark what you can only assume are locations. Three locations around Kelmarane.
Do I know those locations?
No, they're really obscure too. Like they're not off on any of the trails or any of the place. One is sort of off in the hills where you where you rode and the monkeys chased you, sort of in those ravines over there. There's another one sort of back towards where the old monastery is, and then the other one is even further to the south.
Like, suspicious, or I would just be like, whatever.
I don't know. You tell me.
So they seem to be like intentionally placed on the map.
Yeah, that's correct. You can even see that he's got a few measuring devices, like he's trying to gauge distance and things like that on the map.
So are you looking for any other special herbs or anything? I see you have some areas marked.
Oh, he finishes what he's doing and then lets things cook a bit. He comes over to you and he says, he puts a journal, an old, worn journal. It has a black cover with some silver runes on it. And he says, I acquired this off of one of the merchants that came into town. I think they've left already, though. They were here a few days ago. They knew that I'm a follower of the god of magic, and this journal belonged to a fellow cleric. And he opens it, and you can see sort of a rough map of what he has. A very nice map of the area laid out, and probably very accurate. Whereas this is just sort of a hand-sketched map in the journal. And there's a few markings that roughly correlate to what you're seeing on the map, where he's put these little weights out to sort of mark. It says, I think there's an old shrine or temple to the god here, but I'm not too sure where it exactly is. The owner of the journal wasn't sure themselves.
Where did they get this journal from?
They found it on a body.
Ooh, what kind of body?
A dead body.
I know, but what species?
Out beyond the valley. Oh, I think it was a human. Maybe half elf.
Oh. Boring.
Were you looking for something more specific? He says,
No.
whatever the case, he was probably he appears to have been a disciple of Nethys, as am I, and he was on his way to Kelmarane to search for a ruined shrine to the god of magic. There are a number of ancient temples. Nethys was once a very revered god in the area. And he goes back and makes sure everything's cooking and bubbling away.
You know, I feel like Chassis would be very interested in all of this.
Really?
Yeah, she likes to dig
Chassie's-
up things, old stuff.
Well, take it.
Oh, of course. Thank you. I'll take it.
Okay. So the journal, you take the journal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. And you know, the night goes on, and by late in the night, you have sort of half a dozen doses of Pesh.
Half a dozen.
Half a dozen. What about the rest of you? What are you doing with the remainder of the night?
I'm gonna
If anything.
go see how Subnet's doing. Make sure she see me in my new clothes.
I was going to buy
Okay.
Gelhank a drink.
Okay. So in the battle market?
If
Yes.
if she wants. I'm not
Your
twisting her arm.
your entrance to the battle market is met with booze.
Hiss!
Shut up, Bingo.
I like to watch a good fight.
When you guys come in and find a place to sit down, Kurlak comes over and goes, "The money we could have made. The money. What do you want to
Gelhank
drink?"
is not a performing monkey, and neither was that Minotaur.
I didn't force her to come up the hill and take a look at the competition. You came
were
of your own
making some
regard.
insinuations.
We just all know how strong Gelhank is. And he smiles at you with a really toothy knoll grin. At Gelhank, not you. He's mad at you.
That's fine.
Is he standing close to me right now while I'm sitting there?
Sure.
Great. I want to lift him up with one arm.
Okay, he's pretty tall, but I mean you're strong, so yeah, you lift him. He's like, easy.
Put him upside down and shake him a little bit. I'm going to want to get some spare change to pay for our tab out of him.
Okay, give me a strength check to turn the knoll upside down. Not that you'll fail this, I'm sure, but oh my god, you crit. Jesus Christ. So you shake down the knoll. You get some coin. I don't know, let's say about 5 gold. He doesn't have a lot on him at the moment. He squirms out of your grasp as soon as you let him. And then slinks away.
Thanks, bud. I guess the night wasn't all for nothing then. Cheers.
Yeah. So, what about Bingo? What are you up to?
Yeah, I'll just hang out at the bar, even though I wasn't invited. Fine.
Okay. Everybody else hanging out at the bar? Smudge? Actually, let's jump to Keplin. Keplin, you find Sebnet. She's having a drink with some other people.
At our house? Well, that's where I went. I went back to the house. To
Oh
see
no,
her.
she's at the bar. Everybody's at the battle market at night,
Oh, okay. Then I'll be at the battle market too. I'll go,
and
"Hi."
it's packed here.
Oh, then I'm gonna sit with my friends then because I don't want to look desperate. And I'm gonna ask.
Too late.
I'm gonna
Too
ask
late.
Smudge. I'm gonna go, hey Smudge, do we have any money left? Because I kind of need some now.
I mean, I got some. What the hell?
It's like this. I kind of met this girl. I kind of think maybe my time in the desert's over, and I kind of think I need to get some money and get back with my life.
Okay, well, there's these things called jobs.
What's that? What precisely is that?
Oh my god.
They've been paying us money constantly, and I've been saying no to it because I didn't need it. Now suddenly I need it, and I don't know what to do.
What do you want?
I need to make money.
Okay.
I want to buy a house. I want to buy someone's freedom. And I said too much. But I just kind of
You-
sort of look away. And I kind of
You-
skulk off under the table.
Okay. You need to chill out, first of all. And it's coming from me. That you need to chill out.
Okay. I'm being chill. I'm being
There's such a
chill
thing
right
as
out.
being too available.
Okay.
You're being too available.
Okay. Got it. Perfect. I'm just gonna sit here with you guys and drink.
Maybe
Where's that
don't
damn
drink.
Noel? Where's that damn Noel?
Maybe don't drink because you turn into kind of a weirdo when you drink.
Really?
Even more so
Okay.
than normal.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe keep the Noel away. I'll just
think-
sit here. Maybe
I think what you need to
I'll have a
do
coffee.
first
I'll
of
have a
all.
coffee. Mhm.
Okay, that's fine. But what you need to do is get some dirt on that armor, first of all, because you're sticking out like a sore thumb. So maybe we
This
take
is
a job
the
or
first
something.
set of new clothes that I've had in eons. I am not getting these dirty today. I'm going to enjoy them.
I'm
What
not-
do I look like? Bingo? Come on.
I'm
I'm
not
having some
seeing
clean clothes.
tonight. I'm not seeing tonight, but maybe
They'll-
take them out for a test drive before go
with
doing
hanging out
anything
with
else.
you guys, guaranteed they're going to be up for a test drive before I even know what's happened. I'm quite confident in that.
Okay, so just cool your heels tonight, and
All right. I'll. You
don't be
won't let me
weird
do-
about it.
Won't let me do anything weird or stupid, right? You got my back, right? Right?
When did I get elected group mom?
When didn't you? Like, now you're being weird.
Shazzy's the one that's in charge, not me.
Yeah, she's the leader. She's the daddy, and you're the mommy. You know how it works.
As the two of you are chatting, Smudge, you notice that Sebnet has come up behind Kaplan.
Hello, how are you?
Oh, hello. How are you?
I'm fine. Could I borrow him for a moment?
Sure. He's his own person.
Hello. Yes.
She leads you away into sort of a quieter part of the battle market.
Uh-huh.
And
This can't be good.
you told Shazzy.
I didn't tell her.
Busted.
All right. Okay. Listen. Okay, listen. Just listen. Here's what happened. I made it very clear. I didn't ever drop your name at all. I just said that I found it. That's all I said. She's clearly
She
really
knew
smart.
who found it. She knew who found it.
Well, I didn't tell her. She must listen. She's
And now
Shaz.
she thinks
She's
I'm some sort of thief sneaking around the house.
Whoa! No one thinks you're a thief. No one thinks that at all. In fact, I'm really thankful that you told us. I got rid of that. We're gonna go talk to Gil Hank about it. Just don't worry about a thing. Everything's cool. Everything's golden. I promise you that. I went to go talk to her because she's the leader. She kind of had to know really important things like this. She needs to know because
She goes,
she's the boss.
I thought Smudge was the leader.
Much as a mom. She's kind of like, she kind of takes care of us all. She's like really cool that way. But yeah.
The worst part is that Smudge is watching all of this, like, to make sure that he doesn't do something stupid.
Okay, well,
you're dealing with this, right?
you can't hear them. They're across a crowded room.
Oh, I'm
And
sure she's seeing my animated hand gestures.
she says,
It's starting to come back
We're
up.
back.
Starting to come back.
Sorry. Streamlabs
All right.
decided to die.
the internet shit the bed.
Wasn't the internet, it was just the program.
Oh, okay. That's okay. That's okay.
Stupid program.
So where were you? Oh yeah, I was with so listen, everything's fine. I had to go tell Shazzy. She's the boss. Don't worry. I said if you need to know who the thief is, like, and listen, we have one of our friends is an actual thief, so don't even worry about it. I won't say who it is.
Anise.
I didn't say that. Shh.
Everybody
I was
around
gonna
town
say it's the one
says
that
she's like got light fingers.
Not saying it was
Me
aliens,
and-
but it was
me and-
aliens.
See, and she's our friend, and she hangs out, and we she's
Look,
she's one of
just
us. Don't even worry about it.
Stop talking. Stop talking.
Yes, yes.
Take a deep breath. You need to make sure that everything's cool with me and your friends. I'm not a thief. And if I find anything else, you can't go taking it to people.
Okay, I won't do that again. But you have to understand that was pretty freaking weird. It freaked you out, freaked me out. What else was I supposed to do?
Do you still have the marble I gave you?
Yes, right here in my pocket, and I pulled it out.
Oh, look at that. And she, she closes your hand up around it.
And I put it back in the pocket.
You can
See?
follow orders.
Follow what? What? Wait a minute. Whoa, wait a minute. Where's this going? Wait a minute.
She says, so remember, I'm not a thief.
I already said that. We already know you're not a thief. You found something weird. You let us know about it right away, and we took care of it. It's all good.
She smiles at you.
Now, would you come back, have a drink with us? I'm having coffee. Would you like some?
I'd like to stay, but I have things I have to do.
Okay, then I'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a great night.
You too.
And I kind of strut back to like this.
Yeah, before you go, she goes, and nice armor, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. You like this, eh? Pretty snazzy. It's like, I haven't had a suit like this in ages. And I kind of strut back to
Much.
Smudge, all like, I handled that pretty cool, didn't I?
Sure, we'll go with that.
Smudge, since you were watching, you clearly saw her get like stern with him, and he kind of snapped to attention.
Uh-huh.
Oh no.
Great. That's just what we need.
Sit down in the chair, grab my coffee, go, that's the girl I'm gonna marry. And have
Okay,
my coffee.
you just stop talking now. Okay.
Yes, I'll stop.
Bingo.
Oh my god.
Are you in the battle market?
Mm-hmm.
So you're having a drink. People are like, "Hey, Bingo, you should have fought that Minotaur. Maybe that was who we should have been betting on."
You know, I had thought about that myself.
Yeah, I think we put too much trust in Gelhank. We should have bet on you, my man.
Can I hear this?
Oh, they didn't.
No,
They're getting a fight tonight.
You don't hear that.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Bingo's gonna get a spanking.
I think
The
Gelhank's
goes,
a fighter than I am. But
maybe we should pay to have Gelhank and Bingo fight one another.
He would like it too much.
Ooh, like a mud wrestling match?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
So everyone can now see there's a whole group of people around Bingo, and they're like getting really rowdy, and Bingo's right in the center of it, like like a mud wrestling match. Yeah. And Gelhank, maybe you then start to overhear people are like, "Did you hear Bingo's gonna fight Gelhank?"
Oh Jesus!
Kick his ass.
Up right away, and I walked
Someone's
over there.
like in a mud wrestling match.
Poor Jazzy's trying to like buy Gelhank a drink over here. Like,
Fine.
Look at the
Were you-
table.
were you trying to talk to her?
Yeah, but it's fine.
Who's saying what over here? I can't see cowards.
So as you walk in and do that, like everybody like fucking scatters and just leaves Bingo standing alone in front of you.
Who's the first guy that talked? Who started this?
That guy.
Bingo. Before your eyes, Gelhank transforms into the shape of a throne, covered in writhing maggots and insects and beetles, and the entire battle market goes quiet and dark and dark and dark until there's just the light on this horrid, ugly throne.
I look down at my mug.
If there's no mug there, but Tempest is in your hand.
Oh boy. Okay. I am very confused. I'll try to just close my eyes and like shake my head, try and shake it off.
Okay, give me a wisdom save.
You know, I'm really good at those.
I've heard. Because
Legends have been told of my wisdom saves. That's a 7.
Yes! You always have the best fucking saving throws. A 2. Plus 5 for your proficiency, total of 7. So listen. You shake your head and nothing goes away. And then you find yourself standing on a raised platform with this throne, and around you is a pit with carcasses and rotting bodies. And you're on this platform that the throne sits on.
Is there anybody else, or is it just this throne with a bunch of bodies?
Just a throne, and beneath you in the pit that the throne sits above is all these rotting bodies.
Like humanoids?
Yes.
Random dead people?
A lot of gnolls.
Okay.
A lot of men.
Not as great,
dwarves.
but okay.
A whole bit.
If Anise says she's getting aroused, this is going to be sick.
Meanwhile, in the tavern, Gelhank, as you're like lecturing him, like, who was it? Who said it? Bingo just sort of pauses, and like green stuff starts leaking from his ears and his nose and the corner of his eye.
Who would have thought your actions would have consequences?
I knew this was gonna come back and bite us. I like dab him, hoping that nobody notices the ooze coming out.
And all you can think of is like you put too much down the funnel.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna dab him and then like, okay, let's just go home then. Okay, and like try to puppet him to like come with me.
Okay.
Are you trying to weekend at Bernie's me?
Yes.
So you're not aware of any of that, Bingo. You're looking at this horrible, horrible throne that sort of undulates and moves with all these little worms and maggots and such.
Yeah, I'm brave. I'm gonna sit on the throne.
Okay. You take a step towards the throne, and then you see a little bit of smoke rising from the seat. And then there's a bit of a flame. And that flame starts to grow, and it begins to engulf the throne in flames.
Am I aware this is not reality?
No, it feels very real to you.
I try to run.
Okay, so you turn, and there's like nowhere off the throne. It's on this circular raised piece of stone that hangs out over the pit. And as you turn, this massive centipede-like insect rears up out of the corpses and the rotting bodies. It's huge. It's bigger than anything you've ever seen. And you hear in your mind that little goblin's voice about the bug that's down below. And then you wake up and you're in Gelhank's arms.
Where are we going? Why are we moving so fast?
You've dragged him outside of the battle market by the time he wakes up. And you guys have, anyone who in the battle market has probably witnessed this. At least Bingo going like a little stare weird, and then Gelhank ushering him out. Your face has sort of a green gooey feeling all over it as all kinds of this slime has dripped from your orifices.
He, I can't remember exactly what the goblin called it. It was like the hive, something.
Hold on.
I might be mixing MCC with this. My
Nope.
brain's nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
The goblin that spoke to you down beneath, he
Talks
said,
about mother. We give you a piece of mother.
Yeah.
he said the carrion king sits on the maggot throne, and he sacrifices to a bug in the ground. They get thrown into a pit near the throne. There's a smaller bug that lives down there, but still plenty big enough to eat all of us. Don't get fed to the bug.
Did anybody hear that, or was it just me near the goblin when they said that? I think everybody heard that.
No, I think everyone heard it.
No,
It
I
was when
think-
you were conversing back and forth with the goblin in the. He was like right at the edge of your light, in
Right.
sort of the shadows, and he was talking to you guys. Yeah.
Okay. Once we get outside, I say, I had a vision. Do you remember that? Do you remember the goblin from the mountain?
Sure.
Okay, maybe I'm talking to the wrong person. Do you remember they were talking about the bug and mother?
Oh yeah, I remember the giant bug thing. Yeah, and you
Okay.
almost died. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw the bug. I saw the throne. Hey, potions. I saw the throne and I saw the pit that the Carrion King sits on. I think we need-
How?
I don't know. I just maybe I had too many drinks, but I saw it.
Well, you psychic now.
I don't think so. But I saw it, and I feel like we should go back.
I don't trust these magical visions you're having, but okay.
Bingo then says to you, "The five of us fought them there before, and we'll do it again."
Oh, way to put words in my mouth.
I gotta tell you, I didn't want to tell anybody, but I am very scared of centipedes and millipedes. I do not like the sounds of this.
You're not afraid of anything. You're the strongest person I know.
Yeah, and do you know what? If it was anything else,
Someone
it'd be fine.
Someone passing by goes, "Yeah, unless it's a minotaur in a cage, right?"
Hey, shut up!
No, I just pull back and just punch the person. Like, I am throwing hands. I'm done with this chatter in town.
Yeah, it says that. You turn on him. I'm not even gonna ask you to roll. You just clean him right out, and boom, he's down onto the ground.
Cold cock, yes.
I walk up and I tuck one of her business cards in his pocket.
Okay, what
Classic.
about everybody else? What's the rest of us doing? You guys see Gelhank and Bingo leave.
How late do I get back from
How late do
making
you stay?
licorice? Well, until I'm done, I guess. Until I get the.
Yeah, when it's all done and you go to leave, he's like, "Oh, you're not going to stay for soup?"
I already had some of your soup. I told you, strictly business. I need to go home now.
He seems let down by that, but he doesn't say anything.
Anyways, see you later. I hope you enjoyed your coffee.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
And you leave. So you can arrive. You can arrive. You see maybe Gelhank outside with Bingo and an unconscious man lying in the street.
Can I pick his pockets?
Yeah, you find a business card.
Oh.
On the business card is Gelhank swinging a massive fish and knocking out a merchant.
Tell your friends.
Your
I'll just put
friends.
it back.
Put the card back.
Anybody else?
Come on, got the fish card.
I'm staying with Smudge and we're hanging out with her.
Okay.
Is it like super late at night? Like, do we need to go take a rest or what?
It's getting late, but not like you guys are still welcome to do things if you
I'll
want
go
to.
find Chassis.
Okay.
I think Shazzy's here with us, aren't you?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think she is.
Yep.
I would
Oh,
have
outside.
So Anise
followed
goes
Gelhank at a
inside.
distance.
Yeah, you're on your way out to see what Gelhank's doing when Anise comes in from outside.
Hey,
Hey, have fun?
look. Oh, of course. Look.
She smells like
And
Pesh.
You smell like Pesh.
oh, that's me always. Here, I'll give her the black notebook.
Okay.
Sastern gave me this.
All right. What?
It looks
is
like
it?
a very worn journal. Has a black cover and some silver runes on the front.
Okay.
So, in it, there's a rough sketch of a map, and Sastern believes there's 3 locations where we could potentially find a temple. Old temple.
Oh,
Some
Black.
ruins.
old. Here?
In these locations. I'll just point the 3.
Give it a look. See. Am I able to discern anything from?
Definitely they're runes of Nethys, the god of magic. It would appear like they're not written in sort of any kind of ancient language. This is written in common, and it's someone who has been taking some notes on possible locations to a ancient shrine that would have belonged to Nethys and no longer in use. But being the god of magic, who knows what could lay within like an old forgotten shrine or temple. However, they're only speculating on the locations. As I said, one location is to the north towards the Osirian border where you guys I don't know if you remember, there was like the ravine and there was actually like a crocodile headed god with his hand out, big statue in that ravine. Somewhere in that vicinity there looks like a possible location. There's another location not actually far from the old monastery that you had stayed in while you were scouting Kelmarane. And then another one further south in the mountain range. I'll just bring this up here. Hold on. So if we go to here, can you see this map? Did I bring it up okay? Okay, so one would be in the north, one would be down here, and then the third one would be out here, sort of forming like a bit of a triangle, I guess.
Seeing those again?
Yeah, I'm gonna actually
Oh, I was gonna X marks the spot then.
so the points of the triangle are where the possible locations are.
Oh,
Oh, that's not far from town, eh?
No, it's not far at all.
Yeah, we can go there. That'd be cool.
Hey, Gelhank, do you think that I should tell the others about what I told you?
Yeah, I think we've kept it secret probably too long. We probably need some help with this.
Okay. Well, maybe when we get back to the house tonight, I'll tell everybody what's going on.
Okay. All right. So do you guys all head back to the house then?
Before we go, I'll find Curaleg real quick.
Okay, you find him. He's looking very
Hey.
defeated.
And broke.
What happened to you?
I tried to arrange for a bit of sport in here, and it backfired.
Well, why don't you fight Gelhank then?
Because I would lose.
True.
As
Anyway.
just tonight, she picked me up and manhandled me for my change.
Did you like it though?
Not really. No.
Well, I have something you might like. I'm working on a new drink. You should come by the house later, maybe tomorrow. I want you to try it.
Okay.
Anyway, bye.
Okay. Can you give me
I'll
a
leave.
deception check?
Yes.
Yeah. Holy crap. Okay. So you did very well. Yeah. So we all get back to the house.
Smudge leaves an extra big tip for Kurlak tonight because she feels bad that her friends are twats.
Okay. Let's assume that everybody who had drinks, maybe spent a gold piece or two. You decide how much to take off your spending there. So
I'm
you all
down to
get
my
back
last gold piece.
you all get back to the house. Gelhink and Bingo, are you gonna talk to everyone? Is that the plan?
I hold like a house meeting.
Yeah. Is someone get voted
Intervention.
out? Is this like
You've been wearing
the
that giant cowboy hat for 2 months now.
Just can't handle that I got nice armor.
I'll say, listen. You look pretty good. You look pretty good.
Thank you.
Not my type though. Okay, so here's the thing. Gail Hank put a funnel in me, and hold on, give it a minute. Okay, so do you remember when I got some ooze on me back at the was it?
Because
Oh,
you
you mean
don't
when you let the
shower?
goblin put the stuff in you? Yeah, I remember that. No
No, I'm
problem.
going
Yeah.
back further, but okay, we can skip forward to that if you want.
Yada yada yada. We're now he's having fever dreams of some kind, and he's seeing some stuff that maybe you guys should know about.
Is that related to
what?
Well,
his
I mean, a little less elegant than what I was going to
head
go
being
for. But,
broken?
so remember the goblin was talking about Mother and the throne, and the Carrion King sits upon the throne and sacrifices stuff and things. I saw the throne. I've been having visions of the throne, and of that the Carrion King sits on. It's made out of maggot. Doesn't look particularly comfortable. And then there's a pit with a bunch of sacrifices and dead folk in it. And I saw
Bingo,
the
Bingo,
bug.
give me a charisma save while you're doing this.
Oh, I'm great at charisma saves.
You're the king of Christmas saves.
I am. 0.
0?
Oh my god, the
Oh, I
dice
rolled
have a
gang.
story
Hold
to
on.
tell
I
tonight.
rolled a 1, so use your halfling stuff. Jeez.
14.
I
Okay.
hate to be a nerd, but he already used his halfling thing once already today.
No, it's
Oh,
Halflings,
They can
it's
do it
permanent.
whenever they roll a 1.
yeah,
Oh, they can do it. Oh, I thought
they
you
don't
only
have a
once
limit.
turn. Oh,
No,
okay.
It's not
they
like
can do it
the
whenever.
lucky thing that
I
he
believe
says.
it is once. Like if I rolled a 1 and then I rolled another 1, I can't re-roll it again.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's right. That's right.
The rapier's angry that you're telling its secrets.
Okay, and then now can you just give me an insight check?
Why? Whether I should be telling them this or not?
No.
13.
Okay. You feel like that as you're telling everyone, like Gelhank is looking at you very
Sexually?
I won't say sexually, but she seems to be very proud of you as you talk. Gelhank, this is only from his eyes. I'm not telling you how Gelhank is. In fact, you could be looking at him like this bozo doesn't know what he's talking about. But in Bingo's eyes, he feels like he's saying all the right things for Gelhank tonight.
Like, and listen, I just had to get it off my chest, and I thought everyone should know. And I look at Gelhank, and she's like, and I'm like, yeah, I feel pretty good about myself. I don't. That's all I know. I don't know why I'm seeing this, but I'm seeing it, and I think that maybe that's where we need to be.
First question: where did she put the funnel?
I will now take questions.
I'll reiterate my question.
The
my
question
right.
is, where didn't the funnel go?
Yeah, but not necessarily
Why?
I think it went in my butt first and then in my ear, but I'm not sure.
You never go butt to ear.
It was ear first, and not enough went in, and then we
That's
went
right.
to the butt.
Yeah, that's right. I don't know if I feel better or worse, but yeah.
What?
Chaplain looks at them and
The
goes,
funnel?
and looks at them, looks at Smudge, and goes, "That's why I stayed in the desert." And he just kind of walks into his room. I've heard enough. I'm out. Tell me what you guys
Trying
decide.
to
I'm gone.
funnel.
Why?
Next question.
They call it butt chugging.
Why?
Why would you do this to
There's a
yourself?
name for that? Oh my god.
Why would you put that ooze in your butt?
It shows me what we need to be doing.
I don't know that that's true, though.
It leads me on the right path to finding what we need.
I might have something similar to that. You
Yeah,
can
let's
try.
put it in my butt.
Mm.
Wait, what?
You use butt juice too?
We're
Oh
not
my god.
putting
You're not
anything
there.
in anybody's butts unless they want it in their butts.
You're not there,
It makes
Kaplan. You
sense,
walked
though,
away.
Ace. It makes sense. He pokes his head back out. I was listening at the door. With an ace, it makes sense.
Go to bed.
Sorry.
So we want to go check out these temples in the morning? I think that we should head back to the mountain. Because I think I know where the throne is.
Even if you
Okay, but-
did, there is no fucking way. We are not strong enough.
Gelhank is.
Yelhank is very strong, yes, I am not debating that, but fighting against an entire Knoll army, possibly with a dragon and a giant centipede.
Bingo
There's
says, hang on.
definitely
Bingo,
a-
Bingo says the 5 of us took the temple before. We can do it again.
I was getting there.
We didn't take the temple, though. We went, and then we ran away because there were too many.
Does that sound familiar in, like, the story that we read in the temple? Oh, you okay, Chair?
Also, there's
I just-
6 of us.
I just
not
dropped the thing I was
5.
fidgeting with.
Oh shit, there are 6
It-
of us.
It does ring. It does ring like the 5
The wrong
Templars.
thing.
There's 6
My-
of us. Bingo.
So
Oh, yeah,
with your reading, like the 5 Templars,
Mhm.
you know that the temple is a temple of Ravagug, and but you don't know if the Templars were ever there in the past. Their stories didn't deal with that. Their stories were always serving the Jinn.
Well, Kaplan's really small. I forget about him sometimes. Maybe I meant to say 6.
Is this how you... And she, like, motions at the goop. Is this how you found that sword again? Don't think we haven't noticed.
What sword?
The one on your waist, you fool.
God damn it. Yes?
My passive is 17. If I didn't notice that with that nonsense...
Yes.
I did try to, like, file it down so it looked like a different sword, but it didn't work. Yes, it leads me to what we need.
There is nothing
agree
about
with-
that we need.
Is our goal not to remove the Carrion King?
Our goal is to survive.
I agree with Shazzy. We are not strong enough to take that on.
It makes a little
Whatever
bit
it
of-
is.
I hear somebody else say it, but look, I'm just saying that if when you're ready, we're ready. I know where to go. I can see it.
What else can you see?
I have a peephole into Gelhank's room.
Oh. I meant in your visions.
Oh,
Not
oh,
For those every day. Where is it?
this one's really low. That's all I've really seen recently. It did show me where the sword was. I'm not gonna lie. You guys didn't hide it very well, to be honest.
Well, we hit it just fine if you didn't go shoving shit up your ass.
That's fair.
Sorry
Anyways,
to all the
Parental
new
warning
people
on
out
this,
there
right?
tonight.
Yeah.
I'm not.
It's not always like this, I swear.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is.
I think there's usually a butt chugging reference most
Okay.
episodes.
I learn things when I play with you people every time.
Do you understand
Or
why
Ellen.
we hit it?
Well, you didn't want me to be as powerful as everybody else.
No, you idiot. Because of this.
I don't see a downside to this.
Literally got green shit coming out of your holes.
I think it gives him personality.
I mean, a niece might too, so
For different reasons, I'm
for
sure.
different reasons, yes. Okay, let's talk about it in the morning. I think everybody's tired and maybe a little drunk.
No, there's something else that I need to bring up that I was trying to get across earlier.
That has nothing to do with me? Okay.
No. You know what? You two are a bit of a unit, so it's got something to do with you two. I'm sure.
Oh, don't lump me in with him. I don't like the start of that.
No, we're gonna talk about the tiefling poison that was found under your bed.
Who are you talking to? Him?
My bed's broken. I don't have a bed.
That answers that
I
question.
found a lot of trash in and around that area.
A lot of Kleenexes.
Tiefling poison.
Tiefling poison. Why?
Were you trying to poison us?
Who, me?
Anyone? You,
Either of
Gelhang?
you.
I wouldn't poison you guys are my friends.
I was about to
But
drag
you
you.
go around behind our back, butt chug some oil, some ooze, and then go
Just on a
hunting
s-
for a sword.
Just on a side note, Gelhank, when you found the other stuff, where did you put that? Is that still on your person? There was like 4.
No, she put that back
ampules.
under the bed.
Oh, that's under the bed. Okay. I want to be sure that we realize they're not the same container. The one that Gelhank found first,
okay.
sort of in a silver goblet with a lid.
I thought it was the same one. Okay.
They were inside, whereas this is sort of like this ornate wooden box with gold hinges.
Well, Chazzy, I just thought that you wouldn't really want to help me chug stuff with my butt.
No, I wouldn't.
So I went to the right person.
Did you though? And regardless, we're getting off track again. The tiefling poison, where did it come from? Why did you have it?
I didn't have anything.
Yeah, so it showed up under my bed one day, right around the time that slave girl started working in our place. And I thought that I would just leave it there because I'm the most trustworthy out of all of us. I'm just saying that I feel like that's a coward's way to kill somebody. I'd rather kick your face in. So I felt that really I'm the least likely to use it. So I just kind of left it under there. I didn't know what it was.
Wouldn't like.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you for not wanting to poison us. I'd rather you kick me in the face. However,
It's the respectable way to do things.
there's a lot of shady shit going on right now, and I don't appreciate it.
Well, it seems that all this shady shit has happened since this gnome started showing up. And Kefla, don't you dare defend her because you're not there.
I think
you
it
I'm
has
upset.
something to do with your sword.
And possibly your
Coming back.
axe.
You think my sword is putting poison under her bed?
Well,
Are ideas in your head?
No, I'm just seeing things.
It did make you psychic.
Those are ideas. The pictures that hurt, those are called ideas.
Well, let me check my intelligence. That's pretty low. Look,
I lost my accent, Abby, goddammit.
I'll admit, Gelhank showed me this poison, and we decided that it was best to not bring it. But it wasn't tiefling poison. It was a goblet of silver goblet. It wasn't what you described.
Is it still there?
I don't know, is it? I guess you probably would have seen it when you, if it was still there, you probably would have seen it when you went under the bed to get the other one.
Are
He
you
didn't go
okay
under
if I
the-
go
He did
check?
not go under the bed. He made Sebnet go under the bed.
Oh, okay.
Can I go check, Gilhink? Don't want to go in your stuff.
Yeah, I don't bend down that far that often, so go for it. Look, there could be anything under there.
I trudge up to Gilhank's room
Okay.
and root around under the bed.
All right.
I look to Anise and just say an infernal. It's a lot more fun when they like openly try to kill it. Poison shit is garbage.
Mm. I can drug them in their sleep.
Might be wise.
I'm sitting right
fun.
here.
We're talking in
Inferno.
Inferno.
So you reach under the
Hold on.
bed, you feel around, and you do find like a goblet or something.
Yeah, I don't
under
see
there.
So I bring that downstairs.
Okay.
Like,
As you pull it out, though, something under the bed grabs your wrist,
Oh shit!
It's the bag man.
and can just Smudge roll initiative with me.
sure. Why the fuck not?
It's a monkey.
Oh, if it's a monkey.
Oh, hell.
Oh hell! What'd you get? An 8?
8.
I got a 20.
I'm glad you used it on that.
So as the claw grabs you, I would like, and you feel nails dig in. I'd like you to take, let's see here, 6 points of damage as they just bury deep in your forearm, and it begins to pull you into the darkness under the bed. So
I stab it with Demon's Bite.
Okay, before you do that, can you give me an athletics check?
Oh god. Athletics or acrobatics?
It's
No
the
athletics.
Baba Yaga.
I am here for this bed monster.
A 10.
A 10? Yeah, you are
Yeah.
being dragged under the bed when you stab your dagger in. Go ahead and make that attack. Do you let out any sort of a scream?
Smudge has inspiration from Sophia.
Smudge. Cool. Can I use it?
Sure. Do you want to use it on your athletics check, or do you want to use
Yes.
it for your dagger attack?
I'm gonna save it for my dagger. Does okay, hold on a second here.
Nice, dude. Nice.
26 to hit.
Yeah.
And is this
You have struck a fiend, so
so what?
you get some additional stuff on that, don't you? What did we say?
Well, it gives me advantage to hit it for 1. And then it does an extra d6 or something like that, I thought you said? Or an extra... Hold on. I've got it written down somewhere.
I think it might be on the dagger, so if you check
Maybe? No, oh wait, maybe it is.
Desmond, did you have a demon living under your bed this whole time?
I thought it was you under there.
Well, a couple times it was, but I have like a little hidey. I have like a little
Keplin's
hidey hole
girlfriend.
under your bed.
No, it just did a d4. It didn't do anything extra. Wait, how do I tell?
No, I think you just have advantage on hitting demons.
Oh, okay.
So go ahead and roll again to see if you get a crit. Otherwise, we'll take that.
Almost.
Close.
Almost.
Almost.
So you jab your dagger under the bed, and it makes a connection. And just for a moment, you see a blue-faced woman with horns, 4 sets of horns rolling back over her head, and she has like sharp, almost canine-like teeth. And you hit her with her dagger, and she shrinks back into the darkness under the bed and lets go of your hand.
Yeah, so like when Smudge got attacked, she definitely hissed like
Yeah,
like
you
a
guys
little
hear something
tabaxi
upstairs.
growl. It probably
like,
doesn't sound like much because Smudge is a tiny
sounds like
tabaxi.
a skunk spraying upstairs.
She goes, "What in the hell?"
I've got
And
my
then-
bow and I'm heading upstairs.
Yeah, I'll run upstairs too.
Like I pulled that thing out from underneath the bed.
So you guys
What
come
happened?
upstairs. You guys come upstairs. Even
like
I'm gonna
looking
say
at her
even,
arm.
Keplin, if you were in your room, you even maybe heard something. And everybody
running
sort of
out.
arrives at Gelhank's room, and
She has a
see
cup in
Smudge,
one hand, her little dagger in the other, and she's like looking at
and
this
her
wound.
your arm's torn up pretty good.
The hell?
Something climbed out from underneath her bed and attacked me.
Well, that's
Is
I
it
said
still
I
under the
didn't
bed?
know it was in there.
Is it still under
I-
the bed?
Was it a
I
monkey?
don't think so. I stabbed it.
Let's
what
find
did it
out.
look like?
I
It
look
was
at Gelhank.
definitely not. It was not a monkey. I can tell you that.
I look at Gelhank. We'll have to replace your bed. I go running, take a leap as if I'm going to jump on the bed, and I turn into a bear so I can land on it like cannonball. We're not going to call that the balloon maneuver. If it's nothing on the bed, it won't be happy.
You perform the balloon maneuver into Gelhang's bed.
That should shatter the bed because a bear's like 500 pounds.
Yeah, so the bed comes crashing down.
Then I turn back to myself. It was, oh, that bed, it's not happy. He's jumping up on the bed.
Much just like backs up, like she's like holding her little dagger at the cup. What in the hell?
Killed it. Whatever that bed I killed.
Everybody back downstairs now.
Was the vial thing there?
Yes,
Yeah, I'm holding it. I'm literally holding it.
Oh, I'm gonna cast Primeval Awareness.
Okay.
So, for the next minute within a mile, actually it would be 6 miles because it's my favorite terrain. Aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead, I know exactly where.
You would have known where a dragon was, and you're only telling us this now?
But I had it.
It's one of the like
you have to
downfalls of being a
forgive me
ranger.
forgetting I could change into shapes.
Okay, so just a second. I'm just gonna read this here. So primeval awareness, you can focus your awareness through the interconnection of nature, and you. Oh, that gives you additional spells. So wait a minute, I'm not looking at the.
You're
right
looking
one.
at Primal Awareness. Primeval Awareness is what you need.
Oh, primeval awareness. I've got it here. Yep. So at 3rd level, you can use your action or expend 1 ranger spell slot. Reach around you for 1 minute per level. You can sense whether the following types of creatures are present within 1 mile of you. So you don't know where they are. You just know if they're present within 1 mile of you. There are 6 fiends in the town.
Well, I mean tieflings.
There is also an elemental within that 6-mile radius. And there is a dragon within that 6-mile radius.
Oh, that's not okay.
So we have a dragon, an elemental, and 6 fiends.
Can we move the bed?
Does
The
Anise
broken
flag
pieces?
up?
Is there a dragon under the
Flag up
bed?
as an infernal, or
A tiefling would not flag as a fiend.
Okay.
No, that lady is a dragon. That's what I was saying before. I don't
What
trust her. That
lady?
maid lady.
Well, she is pretty hot.
Okay, everybody back downstairs by the table.
So these creatures that you've sensed are within 6 miles.
how big's the
How
town
far-
again?
How far away were those?
I would say that the
yeah.
town is probably a mile across.
How far away would you say
6
those?
miles. 6 miles would be a good chunk of the valley.
So, like that triangle would be within 6 miles.
I can tell you that on that particular map, 1 hex
10 miles.
is 3 3.33 miles. So basically, where the number 18 is, Shazzy can do like all the squares around it, plus the square plus the hex it's in.
Okay. So it doesn't necessarily mean they're in town. Not that I know any of this because you're just doing a thing. But
Thank
Like
you.
that.
right.
Well, I've got some more news for all of you as soon as we sit back down at the table.
How'd you not
Alright,
tell
go
us?
back.
Or, never.
Further complicate the fucking issues.
I didn't think to do it in my home.
That's fair. I also didn't
Followed
think that
by
you
a
had
blue
crazy
person today.
demon hag under Gelhang's bed.
Wait,
Fuck.
what, Anise?
I was followed by a woman, and she was blue, and she had a tail.
I was just attacked by someone that matches that description.
Oh, maybe it was her. I stole
She had
some coffee.
horns.
I don't remember. I don't think I saw horns.
No, because she had like
The
a
one that-
hood and a scarf across her face, and
I patch my arm up for one, and then I would set about like sketching out what I saw.
Your wounds.
Maybe she's mad at me because I stole some coffee.
I actually do that to myself.
Oh, I already did it, so fuck you.
Oh,
So you guys
Take
heal
it.
up.
Mudge was gonna show off that she learned
And
how to do that, but fuck
you know what? I think that's where we're gonna wrap it tonight. With Shazzy's detection of the
A
things.
dragon?
Where's the maid? I have no bed.
There's a bear on my bed.
There's another destroyed bed.
You should really look into the pelt situation that I've been doing lately. It's really good.
And let's raid somebody.
I like that I'm not the focus of Shazzy's ire anymore.
Oh no.
Oh
She's a
no!
Coming back around.
multitasker.
Am I still on your radar?
Oh yeah.
Ah.
Got out of that one.
Who shall we raid here?
Duckburg is on. The Nat 20
Steven?
show.
Oh, let's do the Nat 20 show.
Okay.
D20 Deathmatch. I don't think we've raided them in a while.
Tabletop Misfits is on also.
ADH Adventure.
I'm gonna do D20 Deathmatch. I don't think I've dropped in on them in a long while. D20 Deathmatch. Thanks everybody for joining us. We'll be back in a week to further complicate the issue.
Went off the rails a little bit there, but
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay.
Speaking of off the rails,
should
don't
be
forget to go to
expected.
Canadian
Yeah,
Dice.
CanadianDice.ca for all your dice needs. Use the code OMRD for a 10% discount and to support the stream. Yeah, I think that's about all. We got over on the Voctaire the regular shows this week, I assume.
Yep, we got Mistwalkers at 8 and Fixius on Friday at 8:30. And we're also over on Hampod for Strixhaven Greek version.
When's that? Tuesday?
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Tuesday?
Chaotic
does the-
Academia
when does the
Pandaros.
Final Fantasy game start?
We don't have a start date yet.
We don't have a start date yet?
It's in pre-production, but if you'd like to play, go to tinyurl.com/vacpackff and fill out the consent form, the RPG consent form.
And then message me, please, for the love of gods, message me.
we're not on Goodman this week, right? It's next week.
No,
I
next
can-
week.
No,
Consent form?
MCC is not running this week. We run a week this Wednesday. Okay, I'm going to launch the raid here. Thanks everybody for coming out tonight. Thank you for the raid tonight. If there's any raiders still in channel, thank you so much. Check us out next Sunday for more D&D.
Remember, hashtag no monkeys.
Bye,
Hashtag no monkeys.
all the monkeys.
Hashtag no monkeys.